Hey everybody, this is another edition of the Joe and Danny Show. This is, we come on here. Usually we've been picking Friday mornings to do this at 8 a.m. Eastern. So we're going to be here again, hopefully Friday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern. But sometimes I get the urge to go live, and I say, Danny, what do you say? Want to go live a different time? Here we are.
Sure.
He said, yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. Or good evening, whatever.
Whatever time it is, because this guy is the king of chaos, and he starts a lot of chaos. And today, I wonder if there's going to be some chaos that I got to keep him controlled about, because we got something to talk about. But
I'm not in a very good mood, so Joe, you got to be careful today because I'm ready to talk. You know what I mean?
Oh, what are you hinting at? What about?
Oh, we got a lot of things to talk about. You know, your behavior, your confession. We'll talk about that later.
J.D. Thompson is here. Now, J.D. Thompson, I want you to stick around for this because you're not going to like some of the stuff that's going to be talked about. I know certain people. You're not going to believe what I'm going to say, or maybe you will believe it.
I'm very shaken up and hurt over this matter.
It's just what I call just a matter. It's a temporary thing, and I got something I'm going to talk about. We're going to wait a little bit. All right, Danny, we're going to build it up. Or what do you think?
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll talk about all the smoke you're getting there down the city there. You're a non-smoker, but you're smoking now.
I went out and I did my 1 hour walk this morning. I didn't notice any smoke. I didn't notice anything.
It's here. It's here.
Okay. Well, anyway, I want to say here, Richard James always says this. My prayers have been answered because we're here. Isn't that great?
Richard James, how's it going, bro?
And hey, James Farley.
Hi, James Farley.
There we go.
Yeah.
And Rockin' Robin was there in the background, I believe.
Yeah, hi, Mike. Hope everybody's doing well.
Boy,
I love you. I love everybody here. But believe it or not, I look forward to people coming and spending time with us. I really enjoy it,
Hello, Harold. Hello to J.D. Thompson.
Hey.
Hello, George. George. Yeah, well, look, Well, we're going to talk about. I'm not going to leave you hanging that long, but just stick around and listen. Penny Lane, what's going on in my ears and my eyes? So hello, Alan.
Hello, Alan. Alan Cook.
Hey, Charlie.
Charlie Welsh. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm glad so many people. Hey, see, this is the thing. I don't know who knows what time to do these things. And we like doing it in the morning but the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, even though we always got some of the crowd that was getting up, going to work, getting ready, you don't get everybody because, 8 o'clock is not the best time for people in the West Coast.
Right. You got to do live streams at different times. So other people catch you and they sub to you and stuff like that,
Yeah. And I was almost thinking of doing away with this new channel. Isn't that great? Folks, you got to deal with me in my moods because I'm keeping this new channel, Those Mondays for now. But I'm thinking, now I'm back to thinking, just put some of the stuff on a regular channel. You don't need this, But anyway, hello, Stephanie. Oh, how you doing?
Hi, Stephanie.
So, Danny, I want to ask you something. I noticed that before we went on, you had it looked like a cookie.
Yeah, I've been cheating. I've been cheating. I feel bad. You know what I mean? But what can you do? I love my sweets. I love my chocolate lollipops. I love my cookies.
You can eat more cookies. You had a white one. The cookie you had was a white cookie.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Well, I want to see your sugar after a while after you eat.
You know what? I cut the lawn today. And I had the sensor on very low because you're not supposed to put it where your muscles are. And from the steering wheel of the tractor, my sensor fell off. It fell off. So I got to program another one, but it's not working right. It's not working right because I'll show you something here. Now, I call a doctor. and this is not working right. Okay, You see the numbers?
Oh, come on. Those are too low. Those are not right for you.
Yeah,
Those are like 300, 350. That's your normal.
No. My sugar never went to 300. Well, yeah, I can say, yeah. It went, no,
200.
no. Close to 300. You know, when it gets close to 300, I get on the bike and I do 2 miles, and then it goes down real quick. But I just, I binge. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
I can pretty much. Did we say hello to these people? I can
no,
pretty
no,
much. Hello, Dino. Hello, Christian.
Christian,
Hello,
hello,
Robbie.
Robbie. What's up, dude?
I could guarantee you, Daddy didn't buy the Alice Cooper CDs. A cheap man.
No, I got it in my cart from Amazon. You know, I haven't, but I want to get the stair stepper. I want to get that thing. You ever see the commercial where it's motorized, where you put your feet on and the pedals to build up your muscles in your leg? That's what I want to get. So I had to wait for my statement to come, credit card statement. This way, it doesn't get attached to that bill. You know, my wife spends a lot of my money. You know, I got to be very careful.
Well, whatever your sugar is, I guarantee you when we get to talking, I guarantee you my sugar is higher than yours today. I guarantee it.
You know, I know because I seen it firsthand. You know, I was totally shocked. You know, I told Robin he's trying to unlive himself.
Well, I don't know about that. No way.
But he survived. He survived it.
Yeah, so far. You want some ding dongs and snowballs by mail?
Yeah, sure. Of course.
Yeah, sure. Good afternoon, Scott.
Good afternoon, Scott.
Hello.
You too. Hello.
Danny, you can get the Thigh Master.
No,
Richard James. Cutting to the chase. Let me tell you something. Did I cheat? When I tell you this story, I'm surprised I feel good so far with all the shit I ate.
If I didn't see it, I wouldn't believe it. But he inboxed me, and I said, "What the hell is this?" And he showed me before and after, and I was totally shocked.
Yes, I resisted the ice cream urge last night, but what I did at 11:30 this morning with ice cream is another story.
Shit.
We're going to talk about it. I think we should start talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Who's going to, me or you? Are we going to?
Well, this morning he sent me.
I want to start from the beginning.
Oh, yeah. We talk on Facebook. You know, inbox each other. You know, so I didn't hear from Joe. You know, I said good morning, but he didn't respond to me. So I said later on, I said I did the audio message. You know, I don't like typing. It's a pain in the ass. It takes too much time. So I sent him an audio message. I says, Joe, are you feeling okay? You know, I haven't heard from you. So he responded back, and he confessed his sins. He confessed his sins that he ate pizza. And if I tell you how much pizza he ate, you wouldn't believe it.
Well, let's hold it. Let's go slow with this. Okay, first
my whole family can't eat that much pizza.
Slow down. I'll let you just take it slow. And I'm glad Mick 64 is here. Mick, stick around. I got a lot of stuff. You won't believe what I'm going to tell you. All right. So anyway, now look, I've been on this routine since March 8th. March 8th was the day that I really got serious. And I won't eat any sugar, and I won't eat anything. And I've been preaching to Danny, and I still believe all that too. I still believe it. But so I've been good for almost 5 months. It's almost August 8th. For about 5 months. So anyway, the other day, another morning, I can't see what happened. I know it's 43 hours. It's a 43-hour binge is what I went into. I counted the hours. It was 43 hours of binging. Not quite 48. 5 o'clock will be 48. It was 5 o'clock two days ago. And I'm like, I don't know what came over me. I've never had an urge for any of that crap. Sugar, bread, pizza, chocolate. But whatever reason, I said, you know what? It was 5 o'clock, and I had eggs that morning. I had eggs at 10 a.m. All right? Come on, dogs. Don't ruin it. So I had eggs at 10 a.m. Then we got to 5 p.m. and I said, I really want to eat something, but what, I think for the first time, I think I'm really going to cheat on the diet now. I mean, big, and not just a little, they'll have a little thing. I said, I want pizza. All right. So I call up and I order from my favorite pizza place. The guy used to see me and my girlfriend all the time. My girlfriend, by the way, went away for a while. Now, everybody's going to think that's the reason I did it. Oh, like I'm allowed to do it because she's not here. That's not what happened. I think it was more of a fun thing. Like, hey, I'm here. I'm a bachelor. I think I'm just going to do it. Not because she can't see me. I told her about it. I confessed everything. Over the phone. I confessed everything. I hate dogs. I hate them. They're noisy. I like a nice playful pup.
Lola, go see Mom.
Stand dogs that bite people or that bark and won't shut up. And that's you, Lola. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Lola. Anyway, so what happens is I say, okay, I call the pizza place up. They haven't heard from me in forever. So I said, can you have like smaller pies? Like sometimes they're smaller. He says, no, we only have the big size, 18-inch. I said, all right, give me one, right? And I tell Danny this part. Now, am I going to have soda? Because a soda is the devil's juice. All right, Danny, you ready? Danny, I'm going to tell you something. Danny already is aggravating me because he's like distracted. Why?
I had it. Now I was invited here. You knew I was coming.
Now I was invited here. You knew I was coming.
Yeah, sure.
That's right.
All right, I understand that, but it looks cleaner, whatever you did with the screen. Okay?
Yeah, because when I lift up the computer, I do it from the middle, not the sides, because you put too much pressure on one side. So
Right.
what happens? My fingerprints gets on there.
I read a big long dissertation. So what happens is I said, okay, give me the large pie. I know I'm not going to eat the whole damn thing, which I didn't. So the thing is, I'm like, So I get a meatball pie. Now I haven't had this in ages, so I get the pie. I'm thinking, should I have soda? That's the worst. That's battery acid. I still think that soda is the worst thing. Some of you call it pop. It's the worst thing I think a person can put in their body. Right? So I said, well, let me get ginger ale, as if like ginger ale is less than Pepsi or Coke. So I get like 2 ginger ales. I get the 20 ounce bottles. I get 2 bottles. One of them I put in the refrigerator. One I'm going to have. Now I'm ready now for my feast. So I get home hungry now because I had eggs at 10 o'clock. I had like a couple of eggs. That doesn't last all day. Appetite. Now it's dinner time, 5 o'clock. So I sit down. I'm ready. So, Daddy, tell him about the pizza, what I had.
Well, he confessed that. I said, how much pizza did you eat? So he confessed that he had 3 slices of pizza.
Right.
Now, he's on a diet, okay? I said, Joe, you have 1 slice of pizza. You got to eat it slow. In Paris, I said a thing about people in Paris. They have an hour and a half to 2-hour lunch. They eat very slow. When you eat very slow and chew your food good, your stomach, after a while, tells your brain you had enough. But if you gouge down food, you know what I mean? You're going to overeat.
He still doesn't understand. I told him this, and he still doesn't get it. Okay, yes, you're right. If I was just going for a little cheat, you're right. 1 slice, chew it slow, that's it. One treat. I wanted a binge. My mind was made up. I was going to go all in. So I did 3. I didn't know how, and I didn't know if I could eat 3 because my stomach has shrunk. If I go out and I have a hamburger patty. I go out and I have a hamburger patty, no bread, no bun, and that fills me up. Just 1.
Right.
I'll go have 2 pieces of. I go out and I like liver. I go out and I get a couple of pieces of liver. I eat 1. I can't eat the second one. I got to bring it home at the restaurant. So anyway, yeah.
So why were you able to eat 3 slices of pizza if your stomach shrunk?
I don't know. And I even started. I started a 4th, but I couldn't. I said, no, I don't want that. I took a couple of bites and threw it back. Then what I did was I did have the ginger ale, 1 20-ounce bottle of ginger ale. Okay. Then what I did was I said, now what I'm going to do is I had my fun. And here's what I want to say about it. My feeling was that It tasted good. Well, I'm not going to say it didn't taste good. It did. But when I was finished, I said, you know something? I don't really, it's unshrunk now. Yeah, anyway. And I said to myself, it wasn't worth it really. Like it tasted good. But when I was finished, I felt like it didn't do me any favors. I didn't really need to do that. So I'm done. So what I did was I made sure I went out to the dumpster. I had all the rest of the pieces. It cost me $26, Danny. It was a meatball pie and 2 sodas. $26. So even though I paid the money, I threw it in the garbage. I threw the rest of the pizza, 5 slices or whatever it was, in the garbage, because I wasn't gonna wrap it up and put it in the freezer or refrigerator, because then I'll wind up eating it the next day. So I did that. And then that's number one. Number two, I took the second bottle of ginger ale that was in the refrigerator, poured it down the drain. So I'm not tempted to eat that. I'll drink that. So that's what I did. Now that's only the beginning.
Wait a minute. Wait
the beginning.
Wait a minute. So some time passed by after the pizza, and he tells me I ate chocolate bars. I think you had a few different kind of chocolate bars and stuff that, of course I shouldn't be eating either, And I said, Joe, come on, Joe, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I tell you what, this morning, tops the cake. Go ahead,
well,
Joe.
we're not there yet. You're jumping ahead. I want you to help me tell the story. But when you talk about the chocolate bars, that's the next day, the next afternoon. Okay, I'm going to talk about that. See, what happens is sometimes if you get it, it's like what they say sometimes with dogs when they got to put them down because they get a taste of blood. Like maybe they bite like another dog, they eat, and once you get a taste of blood, you got to watch out. So the thing is, I got a taste of it. So the next day, I'm not going to do good. The next day, and by the way, I was doing my walking. Hour a day. I was not stopping my walk. So the next day, I'm feeling good. Like I was worried too about what was going to happen to my health. Because sometimes when I eat, and look at me, I think I'm a more vital and feeling good than I ever am. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, what's going to happen? Am I going to get brain fog? Am I going to start getting like depressed? Am I going to start having problems from the pizza and the soda? No. So the next day I go to the record store, and in the old days we used to go over there and get all kinds of chocolate and crap. And for the last 5 months, I just laugh at these guys. I go, look at you guys. You guys eating that crap. I laugh at the other guys. This time I went with them and I had like I used to do. And I'm not going to tell you everything. It was like a Hershey's chocolate bar. There was a fruit pie.
Oh, shit.
The chocolate bar tasted good. It was great, the Hershey bar. The fruit pie, not so much. It was one of those Drake's fruit pies, and it was kind of like inside. It was kind of like hard inside, and it wasn't very good. It was a waste of calories. So now I said, now I've done the pizza. It's the way I look at it. This was about, I don't know, 12 noon or 1 o'clock. Then I started thinking when I was going home from the record store, I thought, hey, it's almost 5 o'clock. It's 24 hours since I had the pizza. Maybe I'll go 24-hour binge. What, because you got to taste it. One more thing. I want Burger King. That's what I want, Burger King. So for dinner, that same day, the second day, I went to Burger King and I had a Whopper and it was fucking delicious. Okay, I don't give a damn. It was great. And instead of having soda with it, because they have the fountain, I had a fruit punch. And I didn't. You shouldn't have any of it. I didn't drink the whole fruit punch. I had half. The rest of it was I good. I threw the rest away. Am I done yet? That was 24 hours. And then I think I'm good. I didn't want anything the rest of the night because it was 5 o'clock and I was good. But then around 9 o'clock, closer to 10, I noticed when I went to the refrigerator, my girlfriend had 2 slices of bread left. She had the ends of the bread, whole wheat bread. Some people leave the ends. They don't eat. They leave the ends to last. So I saw that, and I haven't had bread in a sandwich in a long time. So I had ham, deli ham. Put the deli ham on there, relish, mayonnaise. I had a sandwich at freaking like 10 o'clock, and I'm like, that's enough. Stop. And that's the first part of the story. And we're going to get to the best part, but and I'm not ashamed of any of it. I'm kind of, I feel like, why'd you do this, But here's the kicker. When I got on the scale, it's going down. I lost the number. Never. I tell you this times. I tell you this in my update. Sometimes it stays the same. Sometimes it goes up one. It fluctuates. It went down 2.5 pounds. I don't know whether I really lost it, but I lost 2.5. And I'm like, that doesn't help me any up here, because if you're going to tell me I can eat whatever the hell I want and lose weight, but I know I'm talking a lot, but I want to get it all out. Sometimes they say that for some people, what you have to do is give your system a cheat. You got to give it a jump start. Metabolism, like it goes into starvation. But once you start eating something outrageous, then it will burn. Some people say that you got to do it once, boom, one shock like that. That seems to have happened for me, folks. I've still been walking every morning, but by having that cheat, not when it went down. So I'm like, I got to stop now. I said I've been doing it for 48 hours or whatever the hell it was. 48? I can't. No, not 48 hours. I said 43 hours total. I'm mixed up. Whatever. I did 24. I did it 24 hours. That's enough, right? So then we get to this morning, which we'll talk about. But I want to. I'm going to let you tell me, but I want to first. I want to let you tell them. But first, I want to get some comments. Whatever, Joe. Pizza.
Yeah. People making comments,
once in a while. You got to enjoy yourself once in a while. You're not endangering yourself like Danny is with all that sugar. Well, wait a minute. I admit that if I keep doing that, I'll become like this guy over here. I don't want to become a diabetic by eating a lot of sugar. I really think Tom is a bad influence sometimes. We'll get to that. Yeah, he's a bad influence. It only takes one time to unleash hell. JD's always looking out for me. That's why it's so bad to cheat with carbs. I know, you're telling me, because I kept going what they hear this morning. Hold on. Well, no, soda's the worst shit you could possibly eat.
Yeah.
There's certain things, if you eat slow, they don't get excited. Pizza, that's slicing things up. Joe, can you live without eating pizza? Can you have it once a year? Well, ultimately, I would think once a week if I ever get where I want to be, but we'll see what happens. Pops O'Reilly, you're a gift from above to be back on the air. I've been at the golf course all summer. I just realized you're back on the air. Way to go, Joe. Thank you. Please subscribe to the new channel. We're doing the live streams here on this channel for now.
I love you, Pops.
It may change back. No, Joe, don't do it. There goes 1 month of dieting in a span of 24 hours. Well, that's what I always say, it takes forever to get it off, and it only takes a day or two to put it on. But the thing is, I'm not going to look. I could see myself. I know what I look like. I've been looking in this camera for years. I see a difference. I still look like I lost. It's not over in 2 days or 43 hours. It's been 43 hours. I'm going to get to this morning too. Now, so he says the best part was the ice cream. Well, I haven't talked about that yet, which I'm going to let Danny start when we get to it. I feel queasy just watching this. Well, don't give up on me, because I'm going to show all of you. And I'm, like I said, I went down 2.5. Explain that. Now, granted, in the rest of the week, it may be a delayed reaction. I may see it go up the next few days once I stop. I don't know how it works, but so far I went down by eating that. Don't ask me how. Metabolism can adapt to low calories, so the cheat probably helped kick it back in. Your body knows it's not starving. Well, that's what happens. That's why it's so. I'm thinking now, I'm going to test this out. I'm going to weigh in myself every day this week. If it turns out that I'm losing weight here and there still, I'm going to say, well, that's what I need. Me, an individual, Joe Mayo, not Danny, not J.D. Thompson, not anybody out there necessarily. But for me, it may just be that the best thing for me is to jumpstart myself once a week, once every 2 weeks, have a day where I go and eat stuff, which we're going to get to very shortly, Dan. I know you're dying to get into it, but I want to catch up first. In that case, I am one cheating SOB. Thanks for the pepperoni. Crystal meth is good for losing weight. Oh, come on. Come on, is that how you're so skinny, Peter? Now Joe can finally understand what it's like to be a drug addict. I admit it. I admit it. You know, very addictive. Yeah, after you've not had stodgy food for a while, it never is as good as you remember it. Well, let me tell you, the one I had this morning was as good as I remember it, it's a good introduction. Yeah, I've heard of this, but I didn't know this came from Jack LaLanne. 10 seconds on the lips, a lifetime on the hips. Well, I don't think it's going to be a lifetime just because of 43 hours. I think, like I said, it remains to be seen, but it seems like I still feel like I look like thinner. Okay, one more. I did that a few times. My weakness was fresh donuts. Well, now we're up to date. We're up to the point. Now, let's talk about this morning, Danny. I went out. This first thing I did, as I walked, I did my hour walk. I went out there. Danny says there was smoke out there. It was dangerous to walk. I didn't notice any smoke. First thing.
It's coming your way.
All right. Well, I didn't notice it this time. So I went out and did a walk outside. And then I came in and I decided to go to the supermarket because I needed to pick up something. But as long as I was there, I started thinking, hey, I'm going to blame Tom Hunyadi for this. I said, hey, wait a minute. Ice cream. What if I was to do my favorite ice cream that I used to eat years ago? Turkey Hill mint chocolate chip. What if I was to do that this morning? What the hell? Let's stretch this a little longer. That's what happens. So, Danny, now I know you're dying here. I thank you for being patient, but I want you to start talking about the ice cream this morning.
Well, this morning, I get a video from Joe inbox me on Facebook. I said, "What the hell is that?" So I hit on it to make it larger. I see a half a gallon. I think they're half a gallon of Turkey Hill mint chocolate ice cream with a spoon in it, not touched. Okay, so I said to Joe, Joe, you're not going to eat that, are you? I think you're kidding, right? So a little time passed by, and he sent me another video. The video was about 8 seconds, okay, the first one. So he sends me another one, okay? And with this video, he appears in it, okay? The fucking ice cream is gone.
No, there was some in there. Are you frozen now of all time? He's frozen. Figures. We talk about ice cream and he freezes.
How much did you miss?
All right. Well, you said the ice cream was gone. And I said it wasn't gone. There was some left when I sent the second.
Yeah, very little. I mean, maybe a half a cup. But he was eating it on a video, which was like 10 seconds, but real quick. And oh my God, he just ate thousands and thousands of calories.
Danny, you're freezing and ruining the live stream. Wow.
Anyway,
what's with your computer? Will you get a goddamn new computer or move somewhere where your internet's good?
It looks fine to me. I see.
All right. Well, I'll tell you. I don't care how it looks to you. Now you're all right. But the thing is, so anyway, yeah. So I did it. But again, I had the mentality that it's not like, oh, just have a little bit. If you're gonna cheat, just have a little bit. No, because the idea was just get it all done in one fell swoop and then no more. Presumably. So that's what I did. And by the time I would put on one of my favorite movies, I sat back and I started going. It was 11:30 in the morning. All right. And there's nothing left. Okay. That's right. I said it. Yeah. And I feel fine pretty much. I made a couple of trips to the men's room. After that, a couple of trips in the hours that went by. And I'm not feeling 100% great, but I'm listening to myself. Tell me, it sounds like I'm pretty, hey, what's up? I'm easy going. I mean, everything. I'm not dying here. Is it going to catch up with me? I hope not. But the idea is to stop. So I did 43 hours. I figured it was a 43-hour binge. So as of this point, I don't know what's going to happen. It'll be 48 hours and a half an hour.
I told him that's it. Don't binge no more. You go back on your diet. You know.
Yeah, I can and I will.
And hopefully he is back on the diet again.
Yeah, well, but see, that's the thing. You know, I don't want to undo anything that I've accomplished. I don't just mean calorie wise or weight wise. I also mean when it comes to whatever I've done for my inside, my body chemistry, my metabolism. I don't want to undo all that and start feeling lousy or something. I'm more worried about that than the calories. So anyway, so that's the ideas right now. Now it's easy for me to talk now, but it's 4:30 in the afternoon now. I'll come 7:00 or something. I might be like, And before my girlfriend left for a vacation that she's on with her family, she went to see her family. She froze all. She's what a sweetheart. She froze everything that I need: chicken thighs. She made meatloaf and she made slices and froze them all. She made other things for me that are frozen. I just got to defrost and eat, And I don't know, I might go and have chicken cutlet parm or maybe a veal cutlet parm in honor of Danny, veal parm hero. I don't know. But I got to stop.
But yeah, I could never eat that much ice cream. Maybe a cup or two, but not the whole thing. It was, what is that, half a gallon?
Yeah, he says not thousands, hundreds. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever a box of ice cream is, I don't know.
Oh, no, you got it wrong. You'd be surprised at how many calories in ice cream.
What I laugh about this guy is he tells me that like I don't know that. He goes, Joe, do you know what the calories in that, Joe? You know how much you just... Yes, I know, Danny. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Not counting the cholesterol that you consumed.
Yeah. You ate ice cream early in the morning? Yeah, you're screwed, Joe. Well, I don't know about that. I think it's better to have it at 11:30 in the morning rather than like 9 at night.
So what does he do? He walks first and then he eats the ice cream. Why don't you eat the ice cream and then walk? You burn it off. No, he does the opposite.
About this. No. We've talked about this and you still don't get it, even though I've told you you can Google it anytime. Ask Google. Talk in and say, Google, does it matter when you walk to lose weight? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I still have calories to lose from walking this morning, even from yesterday and stuff. You know what I mean? There's always something to be had. But yeah, the fix is real. Yeah, well, like I said, hey guys, if I was ashamed of this, nobody'd know about it. Not even Danny. Nobody know about it. Nobody has to know except me. But I don't care. I think it's fun. I'm being honest. I have a channel about this.
I don't bench. I had one cookie today. These are homemade cookies. They're peanut butter with white chocolate. I had one. Okay.
So what? You'll have one every day for 10 days. I'll have 10 in one sitting. What's the difference?
I'm entitled to a cookie. I don't give a shit.
You're not entitled to a cookie. You are diabetic. I don't want to hear nothing.
Even if my life is shortened by a few years, I'm not going to starve myself. I'm Italian. Italians love to eat. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Joe said, I need a fix because I'm going down. No, I'm not saying I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun with it. I don't care what you say, Mick 60. I want you to stick around. We're not fighting, but I don't care, Mick, and Jill too. I'm telling you, I'm not worried about a thing. Not a thing am I worried about, because I know me, and I know I can get right back on the horse, just like I did. Nobody believed I could do 5 months, and I did 5 months. I'll do it again. I'll do another 5 months or whatever.
So now Joe thinks he can eat what he wants and lose weight.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Veal parm, nice and tender. I predict a gain of 5 pounds by Sunday. Well, let's see. So far, I've lost 2.5 pounds since Sunday. What do you think of that? Today's Tuesday.
Maybe the scale's off.
No, the scale. You use the same scale you use all the time. Even if it is off, or even if I have a scale that's a little off, that's the one I go by every day, so I know.
I got a question.
It's not off. Just admit it. For whatever reason.
Joe, when you weigh yourself, tell me the truth. Are you naked, completely naked?
Of course I am, Danny. I don't want you to get excited, but yeah. But the thing is,
only when Robin gets naked. No, I get excited.
Now you started it. But anyway, the thing is that it doesn't lie, and it is what it is. And I'm like, I don't know how it works. I still believe. I won't say it's for every human being out there, but apparently, for me, at least in this case, my body responded At this point, I don't know about, like Jill says here, I don't know about by Sunday. Today's Tuesday. But the first 2 days, my body responded well, apparently. And now it may change. I'm admitting, everybody, write it down. Joe admits it. Tomorrow I might get on, I'm up 3. Or next, I don't know. Finally, I'll see the damage. But right now, I believe it needed it. I believe it needed that jolt to shake things up and have something to burn. The body knows it's not in starvation mode. It realizes, because I was sick and tired of eating really carefully and not eat anything. I was tired of having a little bowl of tuna fish and then nothing else all day except an apple, and then dinner, a piece of chicken. And I get on a scale the next day after walking an hour and find out that I stayed the same, or I went up a few ounces.
You gotta eat vegetables. You gotta eat vegetables, carrots, celery.
I have vegetables too.
Green beans and stuff like that. You gotta eat a lot of vegetables.
Keep talking. I have vegetables too. My girlfriend makes the vegetables with the chicken. Whatever. Okay, I have vegetables. So I don't know what to tell you, but there is such a thing that sometimes happens. People say you need a cheat day to shake things up, and keep the system going, the metabolism going. I don't know. I'm just telling you what happened. I'm just reporting what happened. And you give people shit for smoking a little weed. I certainly will. I will continue to do that. Absolutely. Yeah, but come on, give me a break. Will you? Come on. I'm not going to stay with this. Okay, so there was a 43-hour window of a binge. Look at the glass as 3/4 full rather than the quarter empty. Okay, I went 5 months doing a good job. Maybe 1 or 2 things in the way, but nothing serious in those 5 months. Now I went 43 hours having fun for once. I'm entitled to it, and I'm not worried about a thing. Okay, yep, I got you. The gain doesn't happen immediately. It takes a few days. Well, I know one thing, Richard. You might be right, but I know one thing: the loss sure as hell doesn't happen immediately. I'll tell you that.
So, Joe, what are you going to eat tonight?
I'll tell you in a minute. Well, hold on. It does matter when you walk for fixing your metabolism very much. No, it doesn't matter. Jill, you know what? Let me tell you. Everybody, don't get offended, please. But everybody, myself included, and you, Jill, is an expert. Okay, let me tell you something. I looked it up. It does not matter. Okay, you can still. Obviously it doesn't matter because I walk in the morning before I eat. As if we're talking about the same thing here, Jill. I don't know. I walk in the morning an hour before I eat anything all day, and I lost 38 pounds. So it's working. Now maybe somebody may say, well, maybe if you walked later, you would have lost 40, 42 by now. I don't know, but I'm losing weight, doing it the way I was doing it. Is all I'm saying.
But you want to eat, then burn the calories, not burn the calories.
Danny, you don't listen to anything. You know what?
Don't bullshit me. I'm
afraid that stupidity always brings out the worst in me.
Stupidity?
Yes, stupidity.
What were you going to say now?
You can't bullshit me. You walk, you're going to burn energy. You're going to burn calories, okay?
Whatever I had before, there's still calories and fat and stuff before. From the day before.
You're hopeless. Getting it through your head.
I'm hopeless. I lost 38 pounds. How much have you lost in the last 5 months?
Hey, you lost 38. Hey, where's your new video for this month? The weight loss program video. I noticed it's the 5th. I haven't seen it yet. What happened?
What are you talking about, you schmuck? I made it on August 1st. It's up there. I make it every 1st of the month.
I didn't get a notification.
You didn't get the notification. I made it already.
I talked to Joe privately. I talked to Joe. Yeah, he's a thickest person. He tells me I can't retain anything. This guy over here doesn't retain nothing, or he forgets it because he got dementia.
Yeah, all right, whatever. I'm clearer now than I was before I ate all this shit.
His present memory is shot.
Anyway, let's go back because there's no telling people anything. Anyway. Look, he's telling me something I already know. Of course I know it's bad. I'm not saying it was good. What can I tell you? There you go. I'm just telling you the facts. I lost the numbers went down 2.5 in the last couple of days. What can I tell you?
Okay, you got people that eat healthy. Well, they think they eat healthy. They eat vegetables and all healthy stuff, organic. Well, organic is a different category. But they don't realize that all that shit got pesticides, insecticides, all the poisons they put on this food that we eat. That's what's killing people.
Yeah, that's true too.
Marcus, yeah, it's over 100%.
I love how it's. Hold on a minute. I love how it suits people, huh? I'm using the same scale since I've been using from the beginning. I've used it for 10 years. I'm using the same scale, right? You think it's on. You think it's dead accurate when it doesn't go anywhere. Then you think it's dead accurate, right? If I walk hard and I eat properly and I avoid crap and it stays the same or sometimes goes up a pound or fluctuates, then you say the scale is working. But because I did something you can't conceive of, that I ate something bad and it went down, you think, oh, the scale's off. It's got to be off. What's the difference? What's changed? Nothing's changed.
This is how you know if your scale is good. You get a jar of peanut butter, usually a pound, or it might be a pound 16 ounces, and you put it on the scale. You get a bag of flour, which is 4 pounds, or sugar. You put it on the scale and see if it's accurate.
Whatever. I don't understand what's so hard to understand. People drive me nuts. The thing, like I said, nothing's changed with the scale. It's the same scale I've been using all along. That people accept it when I didn't lose much. It's okay. Oh, that's right? But when they can't conceive, how the hell did this guy eat this and he lost a couple? How'd that happen? The scale must be not working. I'm telling you, it's working the same as it was before.
Is the electronic scale one of those digital?
It's a digital scale
or mechanical scale. Wait a minute.
It's digital with a battery in it. Whatever. The bottom line is, people just make whatever they want to believe. It's got to be wrong because we don't like the results he's getting. It doesn't make sense to us, so it's got to be wrong. It's not wrong.
Maybe the battery's
wrong. When I go on tomorrow or the day after, and it's up 2 or 3, then will you say now it's correct, right?
Right. You got it. That's right.
And this thing, I've heard this story a million times. The weight gain will be the least of the problem. Okay, sorry. I'm telling you, I have no fears. I will continue to report on my progress. I will continue to lose the weight. I will continue to go back and eat the way I was the last 5 months. And this will be just one binge that happened for 43 hours. And I will go right back to the good way I was doing. I'll continue to exercise like I did this morning, like I did the other morning, like I did the morning before that. I will continue to do that. Maybe that's why. Maybe because I'm walking too. It's kind of helping it a little bit, balancing off.
Healthy. Yeah, you screwed up too, huh?
Hey, look at this, Sue's here. That's right. You know what I'm talking about. Big freaking deal.
Hi, Sue. Hi, Rachel. If you're there.
I even looked that up too. I even said, I got to admit, I'm using the microphone more with AI. I go, does like 2 days of severe cheating and sugar consumption ruin like 5 or 6 months progress on a diet? No, it says it does not.
Now, Joe,
it could if you keep going.
No, Joe, you got new people here. Now you have to recap all over.
I'm not recapping it.
From the beginning of the 3 slices of pizza that you ate and the big Whopper and candy. Some people don't know what we're talking about.
Well, oh, Lord, help us, Jesus.
I seen Joe eat a half a gallon of Chunky Hill ice cream this morning.
This morning?
That's right.
No, it was this morning.
Oh, my Joe. What the hell?
Oh, look at this. There's nothing to fight about. I don't want to fight, but you're making a fight out of it. I don't know why you can't understand anything I'm saying. I want you to concede that if I only eat this crap for, say, 2 days and then go back, that it'll get right back where we're back on train again. I don't know what's with you with this. I drive JD nuts too.
Come on, Toby. Toby girls. Good girl. Good girls.
The mental, you said mental. The mental battle is way more important. Exactly. Who's that down there? That looks almost like Rachel. Who is that down there? Genealogy. What is that?
It's Rachel. I think it's Rachel.
I don't know. I don't know if that's Rachel. I'm not gonna put some...
I know you really don't know.
I will if it's really Rachel. I will, but I got to know. I know as
Beat up Rachel and so.
Oh, it is Rachel. All right. Well, I could see in the background, right? All right, let's do it. I forget. It's been so long since I did this.
I'm proud of Rachel. She went from 308 pounds to I think 232 pounds. Unbelievable. I believe it because she's determined to lose the weight.
You know what? She got to tell me her secret.
She's gonna live longer, for sure, losing all that weight, and be happier. In the past I used to try to bend over and pet the dog, and I couldn't breathe because my stomach was big.
I don't know. I was pre-diabetic. I still might be. As of this morning, I am. But the thing is, I don't know. My A1C is 5.9 in April.
That's great. There's nothing wrong with that. And if your body makes insulin, it'll take care of that sugar automatically.
All right. Well, fair enough, JD. Fair enough. That's just look. You gotta understand. I just get really, really the adrenaline pumps about this topic. That's all that's happening.
Hey, plain English, Joe gets pissed off.
Well, people drive me nuts. I can't help it.
He yells at me all the time privately. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Stupidity always brings out the worst in me. Stupidity? Yes. Stupidity.
Damn.
Anyway.
Does my hair look okay?
Later on, we'll talk about his neck. Well, that's another.
You see, here you go. I didn't want to talk about that.
Stupid.
I want to talk about it.
No, I'm going to tell you. Yeah, look, all right. So I said I've been sleeping in a recliner chair for 3 years. I finally cleaned up everything, dusted off, got a bed sheet, did everything. I'm sleeping in a bed for the last 3 days, and I'm actually having a lot of backaches from sleeping in a bed. And I looked that up too, and that's normal also. If you go from a recliner to a flat bed, you wind up having, your spine's got to get reacclimated to it and stuff. So Rachel's back here, and I'm thrilled to bring her up here.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
I'm going to do that. The great Rachel from the channel Ghost 2.
Hey,
Rachel.
Joe. Hey,
Hello.
Danny. I want to come up just to encourage you. I want to say,
I have to say, hi, Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
I love you.
And so,
And Sue.
we love you.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
She's right over there. Anyway, can everybody hear me okay and all that with the microphone?
Yeah, I'm turning my volume up a little, but I think you're all right. Right?
Hey, George. Hey, everybody. Joe Mayo's crowd. You kids are a great bunch. I want to come up and encourage you. I was telling Sue, tell Joe, if you fall off the bike, you just get back on with this diet thing. Joe, I just weighed in. I started, I don't know, back in November or so, I was 309 pounds. I was like way too heavy, man. I'm 6'1.5" inches tall. So 6 foot, 1.5 inches tall, right? So I'm tall, but I'm 232.2 ounces today. 232.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
Yeah. So about 2 pounds a week. But really, if you live, Richardson, this guy, I love you. So if you fall off the bike, Joe, you get back on and you just do it. You're looking good, man. It looks like you're making progress yourself. You're good.
I've said it's. I don't know. You're old. You're a little older than I am, but
yeah, I'm very elderly.
We're in our 60s, and I just find I've said it's for me. It's even when I'm doing well with it, it's slower than I used to be. Mm-hmm. I'm averaging about 5 pounds a month when I'm doing good.
Yeah. Now,
what are you 7 or 8?
What are you doing for the exercise part of it?
I just walk an hour brisk walking every day. I don't do much else.
Yeah, but that's okay. The walk is good, right? Use it or lose it, and you don't want to be, like in one of them scooters. Oh, there's Joe going down the road in his little scooter with the little
Yeah. Danny, when you get in your scooter, Danny, and drive by, make sure you wave at me when I'm walking.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So anyway, it's so good to see you guys, and I haven't been by for a while, and I thought, well, I'm overdue. I better drop by and just let you know I'm a fan, Joe. Of course, Beatles is my thing. Yeah. Beatles. I got a whole bunch of Beatles right above my head there too. So I mean, it's just my thing, right? They're my favorite band. They've always been.
So I'm curious, Joe, like on the diet front. So what did you binge on? What did you do? And did you just cave, or like were you having cravings? Or
well, I hate to.
Okay, we're going to find out.
I already talked about that. I hate to go through it again. But what I did was people say, "Oh, but you could cheat. Just have a little bit." Yeah, but I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking for a little cheat. I said, I'm going to binge. I want to see what happens.
Yeah, you're going to have some fun.
Fair enough.
It's the first time in 5 months. I mean, 5 months I've been doing it really.
Yeah.
And I said, all right. So, but it was pizza. It was ice cream. It was ginger ale. It was a whole thing of ice cream this morning.
Yeah, I like all that stuff, and the thing is, it tastes good. So we wouldn't.
Yeah, but I didn't like Rachel. If you like, I'm assuming you like me on this. Like after a while, I swear to God, other than this binge, I didn't even miss it. I was like, I didn't even care. Your palate changes. You get motivated.
Yeah,
this is your new life.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like Joe. I'm down. I was telling you last time we had this conversation over my channel. I have 2 meals a day, no snacking. That's a big thing because the rules are simple. Every time you eat something, you're going to get an insulin spike. You don't want the insulin spikes. Those are what the pre-diabetic thing and all that kind of health thing with you. And I was that. Dave, the pickup artist, likes to tease me about, you got a fatty liver. He does a fatty liver report and stuff. Hey, don't steal my material. Fatty liver was I got a fatty liver. And, but I don't anymore because I corrected course and you feel better and you're doing really good. Mac 1964 was 235, right? Kind of where I am right now. I'm 232 and he's down to 185. So 185 is killer weight, right? 185 generous. And how tall is he? He's 5'10". 5'10". Good. He's not short or anything.
Rachel, how long have you been doing it now? About
November.
So we looked at November when I first kind of started, but it went into hyperdrive around, I'm going to say around February or so. It was because when did I first learn about Benazidi? He's my guru.
Probably February you went to the 2 meals a day thing.
It started in about February.
Yeah, you just did that.
Because Benazidi was saying, listen, don't eat anything 5 hours before you go to bed.
Right, that's true.
Because that's where you get your GERDs, your acid reflux, that kind of stuff. You want it, and your body will teach you that yourself. Like you're sleeping and then you'll gas or burp something, and you go, oh my God, that was a mistake. Too much pizza.
But your stomach's a lot better.
Lot better.
Yeah.
Course correct. And I don't want to be too gross about anything or whatever, but I was getting extra skin buildup, calluses on my heels, and those are gone. Those are gone. The weight loss, of course, there's less pressure as I walk about.
Well, your autoimmune skin stuff is totally clearing up with
autoimmune issues.
Low carb diet.
So I'm a meat eater by and large, Joe. And Sue, I'm so blessed. I could not do this without Sue. She makes this gorgeous salad for me. So I'm so fortunate. Arugula, which is really good for your liver. Arugula, and then she's got these little seed crackers. What are those, Sue?
I make a homemade flax cracker.
You should tell Joe how to make that, and tell Danny too. I want Danny doing this.
Well, if anyone
you're not getting out of this.
If anyone wants a recipe, I can send it to them.
Yeah.
But then you have something kind of a cracker crunchy thing where there's no gluten, there's no wheat. It's low carb. It's pretty healthy.
We don't have bread, right?
Yeah, we don't have any bread, so it's kind of takes the place.
No rice, no pastas, a kill Italian.
Oh, did I? Oh, yeah. But last night, I had a ham sandwich last night. I mean, we had my girlfriend. She still eats bread, not that much of it.
Yeah,
she's a diabetic.
Wait a minute.
Two slices left, and I said, "Man, I had on a sandwich, 5 months." I'm like, I put that we had ham. I put ham on it. I know ham. I know processed meat. Yeah. I put that on it. I put mayo. That's my name, Joe Mayo. I put mayo. I put relish on it. Squeezed a bottle of relish, and I was like in heaven, sandwich heaven last night at 10 o'clock. Where you're not supposed to eat anything.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm Italian. I'm a little risky. I love my bread, okay? I don't mind if my lifespan is shortened by 3 or 4 years, but I gotta eat my bread because that's
you don't have to. You don't have to.
Yeah, I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
You're diabetic already. No bread.
I'm not fat.
You are fat.
I ain't fat. I'm the skinny. My
I got
Oh,
friends
don't show us it.
Rachel, I weigh the same as you. 232. I'm 5'11.
I weigh more than both of you still. Okay.
And I need to take off at least 30, 40 pounds.
Rachel, how did you cleanse your liver?
So the cleansing for me was just simply, okay, so get rid of the pasta. I had to get rid of my pasta, which I love. Rice, which I don't love as much, but I had to get rid of that. And so a lot of meat, but the snacking, like I like sugar. I'm part Native American, so like me and sugar is like Indians. We love our sugar. And so, so I had to have, I go out and I love popcorn with a licorice thing going, the red I like the red.
Oh, God.
That stuff. And I'd watch, because for watching a movie, it's fun, right? And I like chocolate. I'm big chocolate. I love chocolate. So all that stuff. So I wanted to. Oh, sorry. Say again.
You gave that up too?
Oh, yeah. And so. What? Yeah, I had to. I know. Isn't it crazy? It's a food staple.
Wow.
Food group.
We used to have movie night. You'd have your chocolate, chips, cheese and crackers, salami, whatever. Let's just watch TV and eat all this great fun food.
That was a good life.
Paul.
Forever.
Paul's Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse is a great guy. What a sweet guy this guy is. Loves the Beatles. Huge collector. He's a huge collector, and he's the nicest guy. And if you're not subscribed, I tell you, you got to be subscribed to Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse. He's a really good guy. But anyway, Joe, I love you. I just want to encourage you, and it's so rewarding when you. And I'm a scale addict. I put my scale and I put it on there, and every day is a fight. I got a recumbent bike. You got to do what works for you. So I got my big TV. I'm spoiled. I got a big Sony Bravia 4K, oh, it's gorgeous. I got a PlayStation 5. I'm like a kid. I'm 67. Oh, God, I'm going. I'm coming.
You're not as old as Danny.
I'm 69.
My favorite number.
Hey,
I know, Danny, we're cohorts. You would have beat me up in school. I'm going to noogie you, Williams. No, Danny. Okay, but, because we're a little bit older.
Rachel, before you go, I don't know if you're going to leave, but
I'm not trying to get rid of Rachel.
No, I know that. But did you replay the Alice Cooper album? Did it grow on you, or you just played it once?
Oh, so the new one?
Yeah, the new one.
The latest one. I've played it once, and I played a couple of songs. Okay, but for me, Danny, I just didn't find it inspired like the old stuff. Hello, hooray! Let the show begin. I've been ready. I know old stuff. I'm 18 and I don't know what I want. All in that when you're listening to all that stuff, she steps into the room, but I don't know her. But with the magnifying glance, I just sort of look her over. All those songs are so hooky. They got hooks in them. Right in, right?
Like you said, the magic is gone.
Yeah,
I watched the chat on Sunday, but I'm glad you're back. It's nice to see you and Sue, your faces, and hear your voice.
Oh, I wanted to make something clear. We were joking around. I was saying something about starting in fall on Tuesday nights. I'm going to be on and all this.
Oh yeah, I was teasing about that.
I just want you to know. I don't know if you're aware. I was going. This thing. My girlfriend has this side job, and it's not in the summer. She starts in the fall. It goes September to June. Anyway. And I go there to accompany there. It's like an hour drive away, and I stay there for 2 hours while she's doing her thing. And I'm bored, so I got to do something. Happens to be every Tuesday night. That's the only reason.
I don't own the internet.
No, I know, but I don't want you thinking I'm trying to compete.
The thing is, there's a little overlap with us. Like, Richard Zimnewski's here, and George is here, and Mello's here, Applebit. I recognize the kid Paul. And some of those is, they come to me, but you've got your own audience, your own crew, and it's fantastic. In fact, I'm going later today at 4:00. But Sue had you on. She turned on the show. I'm doing holy crap, man. I'm always doing the genealogy and stuff. It's just weird. But anyway, I'm all busy with that too. But when I heard you talking, and then I go, and Sue's going, some guys, I go, oh, what's Joe yelling? And as I go, who's that? Some guy giving Joe trouble? Because I'm going to come in there if they're giving Joe trouble.
Nobody's giving me trouble. I just get passionate.
Yeah, well, that's the part I heard. I go, you're yelling at me. You got the exclamation marks. I go, let me hit this guy. Who's getting Mayo trouble? You know, I'm going to clean him out. But you're doing great, Joe. And I just want to say, if you fall, it's like riding a bike. If you fall off, no big deal. You just get back on, get back into it. But I always talk about with the TV is I got my little game controller. So I'm sitting there riding my little bike, and I take a team. The game that works for me is soccer because it's constantly flowing. So there's no stops. So the ball's constantly in motion, even when you score, and I just keep pumping away on the bike. And I do that like up to 4 hours a day, 2 hour sessions each, right? 2 hours. It doesn't bore me. I play a different team. It keeps my mind occupied because I can't stand. Like if I was walking around the mall and I'm not being stimulated in my mind, I go nuts. I got to have something to latch onto. So the game gives me a little goal. Okay, here I'm taking the late great Pele, Ednes Durantes. He's passed away. I saw him play twice. New York Cosmos, incredible. Saw Pele, legend. And so Pele's alive in my little game, and I run him around. He's scoring goals, and he's hugging the other guys after a goal. And it makes the time go by quick. I'm sweating out. I got a good sweat going. Hit the shower, come back, read a book, do some stuff, and then and that's the thing. So a little bit of cardio will help you. Some weights. I've just started now. Started adding a little iron. To pump a little, dumbbells. People think I'm a dumbbell, but I'm good at pushing the dumbbells.
That's as far as I would go is with the dumbbells. Listen, do you remember? I mean, I've been walking in the mall. I mean, sometimes I do it outside, but more often than not, I do it in the mall. But I've been doing this for years. The only difference is in the past years, I kept eating whatever the hell I wanted in addition to the walk.
You go by once every time you go by the food court. I got to have a shake. There's a milkshake, so give me a strawberry milkshake.
No. Do you remember? I mean, I used to like when you had your old show on every morning, I would be walking a lot of times. You'd say, hey, Joe, come on up. And I'd be like, no, I'm walking in the mall. So I was watching the Rachel show. That was always good in the morning.
You're good for my show, Joe, because you're an engaging personality. You're charismatic. People love you. And so I love getting you up on my show. Anytime you're up there, then I know I'm going to get some views. I just put your lovely mug up on the camera. Go Joe Mayo, because people love you, Joe. They've been watching you for a long time. I've told this story so many times.
Not everybody.
Well, whatever. If you're not stand for something, you fall for anything. And it just means you got integrity. And if some people don't like you, that's their fault, not yours. Now, 2 channels. Larry Graves and Joe Mayo, they were the only guys were my entry when I first discovered YouTube, because I punched in Beatles. It was such a playground. This is like 2008, 2005, somewhere where YouTube started. And I just punched it in and I said, oh, Beatles. First thing, are Beatles here? Beatles are here. I can see old videos and stuff. And then I learned about people talking about, because you were collecting, you had everything, and your knowledge is vast. And I went, oh, this guy knows stuff. And so I caught on, and I dug the groove, and I loved the trips down the store, and the cast of characters she had. It's a bit like Pee-wee's Playhouse in some way. With all due reference to Paul, who's got a great playhouse himself. But it was like, the cast of characters, like watching a sitcom or something. And you were the star, and that's the way it worked. It was a good show.
I appreciate that, but I was thinking as a question that just hit me again.
Yeah.
A friend of mine who watches your channel now and then didn't know about the new channel. So I said, well, it's Ghost 2. And I couldn't find it for a while, but then she was looking for it. And I said, put Ghost in and put in 2 or even the letter I, it comes up. She couldn't find it. My question is, now she found it. My question is, why did you not call it Rachel's Ghost 2?
I don't know. It's stupid because Ghost 2 is even more. But you know what, Joe? Here's the deal. Is I was getting out. I got out completely. I shut it down. I was getting so mad. God bless everybody. God bless my liberal pals. I got a lot of liberal people watch my show. But we're having one of these, discussions. I talk politics on my show. I love Trump.
Am I allowed to put a link for the show out?
Oh, that's up to Joe.
I'm asking Joe.
And okay, don't ask
what?
She wants to put a link to my show. Is that okay?
Oh, I don't know how that works. Can you put it up? I don't know. I don't. You
She
can
may
put it
not
up if you can. I don't know how if you're able to.
Yeah, or even if you're able to do it.
But anyway,
Thank you,
so
yeah, I know what happened. By the way, what when how you went off, and then I always figured.
I just got tired of it.
And you did. I mean, I always figured, she pulled the plug on the whole channel herself.
I did, yeah.
She might have initially. I don't know. Initially, when that thing happened, we won't retread it all because it's all sensitive topic.
Yeah, it's history. Yeah,
but I thought maybe you got wiped just that one.
No,
stopped, and then you pulled the plug.
No, it wasn't anything like that. I just there's a delay, so I'm hearing things before everybody else is saying it, kind of. And I went, "I'll just fuck you," excuse my French, right? But I dropped an F-bomb, which I am prone to do. And I dropped one, and then I said, I just don't need this. I'm done. And I had a Patreon. I was making some good money with that. And then I killed it, and I killed everything. And I was watching my account go, with the money go. And I am not doing any movie or nothing.
We hadn't killed the Patreon yet. We just were waiting till it ended, till it emptied, and then people started putting money back in.
Steve Park did it. So it's going down. It got down to $114, and suddenly Steve Park dropped in $5 or something, and it jumped up. And I went, "What the heck? It's gone." Somebody gave money. That gave me an idea, Joe. I'll make this shorter. It's too long. So I said, I'm just going to do a Patreon only, and no public broadcast, nothing. And it'll be like being in a submarine. The world above and all the nonsense is going. Well, if a small group of us will just hang out for $5 a month, and it'll be a nice little thing. And that's what I did. But it becomes too small. If you're in there all the time, the oxygen, you'll be starved for oxygen. So then I said, I got to come up for surface once a month. I'll come up, and we'll let some air in, and I'll do a public show. So now, and through trials and tribulations stuff, I realized now let's do 2 public shows for the Patreon people, but also for the public, and then 1 show on Friday for Patreon. That's how it's working right now. And now I'm back up to make about $300 USD, but being Canadian, that money really helps, right? Because it's a lot more. 300 USD is a lot more in Canada language, right? It's like 400 plus, right? That's a big jump in my once.
But are you doing Sundays? Just open Sundays now?
Open Sunday every Sunday at 7:00 in the morning. 7 Pacific
your time.
10 Eastern. Yeah, 10 Eastern every Sunday.
Yeah, because I also have this thing with my girl. It's funny the 2 days.
Okay, don't you worry about it. I'm up against who is it? Little Jason Ross goes Sundays. It's impossible to avoid crossover on somebody.
No, I know that, but it's just irony. Like I said, Tuesday nights. That's every Tuesday night. I'll get stuck doing this. I don't want to go there, but I do it Tuesday nights. But then 2 Sundays out of the month. I got to go there in the mornings, 2 Sunday mornings. But now I'm thinking, to kill the time, if I don't go live, I could just watch your show. If you're there, I could just stream my phone. Even I could look on my phone. I could watch the Rachel show when I'm stuck over there on a Sunday, especially. I can watch it there.
You can come on. You can come on panel.
So the beauty,
come on.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? And here's the beauty. And then what I did, I got a friend named Blake. I've known this guy since 1994. Really nice guy. And I decided, it's pissing off all my poor liberal pals. And I like these people. I don't want to cause them no grief. So I said, I know I'm going to do my heavy lifting on a new channel, make a new channel. And it's just politics. And I'll do it an hour, kind of pretty much at most. One day we'll maybe stretch it out a little later. And I said to establish it, we'll do it every day. And I did. It's called Ghost Town Politics. And then we call it the Political Nooner at 12 noon every day. About 1, 2, 3 Eastern every day. I talk about an hour, about what's going on in the world of politics all over the world. What's going on in England, Australia, the US, Canada, wherever it's happening and whatever the big story is, right? And so I follow it. It's hard for you being a personality and a channel, because there's a cost. You'll lose people that feel very strongly about things. So you're smart. The way you've handled it, I really.
Yeah, I don't get into the. I try not to get into the politics.
for you.
And I keep telling people, I have views one way, then I have views the other way, and then and sometimes
it's hard to peg you down because you'll be more.
That's what I try to do. Sometimes I think one side, sometimes I think the other side with this, and sometimes I'll like somebody, sometimes I won't like them. It's the way just the way it goes. But anyway, but no, I know I always like that about your show. That's where I could get my fix of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm so passionate about it, and for me, kids, full disclosure, I'm all in on Trump. I love the guy. There's so much good happening. It's been a long time for people on my side, but I should go
too much here.
I won't go to the show. Boy, I love Beatles. Hold on, look at this. I got all this about.
No.
There we go. What do we got up here?
I know what you're gonna get. Your hat and all this, and the hair and all that. Beatles. That's all right.
Holy smokes! What have I got here? I got so many. Beatles. I got multiples of everything. Do you know my Let It Be is this one here? It's my picture that's on what do you call it? Discogs. So nobody had the single Let It Be. So I put on Discogs Let It Be. I did the write-up on it, who's on it, and did the whole thing. So if you go to Discogs, I'm the one that created the Beatles Let It Be. How cool is that? That just old timer out in the armpit of Western Canada can go out and do this thing about the Beatles, right? Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
And I don't, Joe, do you still do the multiples? It just gets stupid.
No, it does. And my whole thing, I don't know. No. I'm trying to get better with that. I've done that off and on throughout the course of my life. Now I'm trying not. My whole thing is like if they had a Let It Be like that, like a Let It Be album from another country, and I've seen them, and like maybe the cover's different.
Yeah, they do.
Then I want it. If they had the same cover, just pressed in a different country, I'm not that interested anymore. But I still have some of them. I have some German albums of Beatles for Sale with the Beatles. But Beatles for Sale is different also. Like the German version of Beatles for Sale has big letters. Beatles for Sale on the top.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah. And also, have you seen Rubber Soul? Yeah, you've seen everything. Rubber Soul is different. Rubber Soul has got the rubber and the rubber sole. It looks different. Everything's so jammed in here. I got like a million revolvers. Here, angle. Let me see. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so here's the one we all know, right? Rubber Soul.
Right.
So
right.
Check this one. That's
yeah, something like that. I get that. Yeah.
See, look at that rubber soul. It's a different font. It's not even
the font is different. The color is different. Yeah, that I would go for easy.
Yeah, so it's kind of a little different. That one's a Italian one, I think, is what that is.
That's it, something like that. Yeah. Well, I still have fun collecting to a point, but I'm retired now, and I have less income, but so I try to cut down. And people still think I'm collecting as much as I used to because you don't know. You still see me showing things, so you figure he's still buying everything. But for everything I buy, I passed up 10.
So Beatle Fest is coming into Chicago really quick, right?
Yeah.
It's happening like what, this week or something like that? Pretty quick.
The weekend coming up. Yeah, which I'm not going this year. So
yeah, we had talked about that.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is I was talking on my show about Beatley Tone, who's a super good guy. He's over in England. He's had health issues. He's a super nice guy. He knows his Beatles. He loves his Beatles. Coming to America, which is fantastic. He's going to be there. He did, he's one of these channels like yourself that got in on the incredibly intelligent move by Sean Ono Lennon, who realized that legacy media is not the way to go. Get these influencers, and heaven help you, Joe. You're an influencer, and because you're an influencer, Sean Ono recognized your power, your influence, and so you started getting from the Lennon estate printings and stuff. Beatley Tone's video that he put out on Imagine, or one of them, I can't even. Maybe it was Mind Games, was actually on johnlennon.com, the official John Lennon page. Can you imagine what? Have you been on there?
No, yeah, I've been on there too. I mean, it's a great thing, and I love Beatley Tone, by the way, and that's one thing that really pisses me off. That I'm going to miss him there. I've never met him.
Yeah,
and I really, Chicago, I can't make the trip financially. Airfare.
Oh yeah, and everything's expensive these days.
So what? You just told us that airfare and hotel, right? But you were telling people on the chat, in the past that, I want to see Paul. People were saying, making comments. I want to see Paul McCartney, but it costs $350. And you tell them, well, you have all year to save. You had all year to save to go to Chicago, Joe.
I guess you're right, Danny.
You should stop being annoying to me.
I think you're right, Danny. Okay, you got
Oscar.
And I'm sure I could go on and do a GoFundMe, but I'm not going to do that. I could go to England, I'm sure. If I,
people are supporting there.
I want to go to England, everybody. They'll help me.
Yeah, get Joe to England, kids. Get him to Liverpool. Get him to London. Get him to Liverpool. So he could walk across Abbey Road. I walked across Abbey Road. I went over when I was heaviest setter. So I look like a Sasquatch going across. You know that famous picture of Sasquatch walking, then it looks back. It's walking and it goes. Yeah. That was me at Abbey Road. It's horrible.
Oh, it's funny. It's like, hey, Sasquatch is crossing Abbey Road. That's funny. But the thing is that I want to do that more than go to. I still would go to Liverpool and all, but I still think I'd rather the Abbey Road crossing is what I want to do the most.
Is that the grail for you? That's a bucket list kind of thing.
Yeah, but I'm not a traveler. I'm like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not one of these. I got to travel.
I'm not a traveler either, but I had to go. I got ancestry over there, so it was a big genealogy thing. But I had to throw my beloved Beatles and Liverpool. My grandfather's from Liverpool, which is fantastic. And then I went by Everton and by Anfield, where Liverpool plays, the Liverpool Red. And so it was an incredible experience. And for any Beatles fan, stateside, if you never had the great opportunity to get over there and you're able to, get over there while you still can, because God knows, England's gone a little wacky too.
Hey, where's the Let It Be picture disc?
You know what? That's so funny. That is interesting. I'm not big on picture discs. I got one Beatles picture disc. I think I got one. I might have two. I've got the Butcher album. That's how my Butcher album comes. I don't have an OG. I'm on my Yesterday and Today. I got a picture disc with that. Now I got multiple copies of Yesterday and Today, but I don't have Yesterday and Today, which is a first, second, or third state.
Hey, wait a minute. I know this is completely now switching the topic, but I thought of it. We were talking before about what we eat, diets, and you do a lot of you do meat, right?
Yeah.
Wait till Danny's paying attention to this.
Okay, Danny, listen up. We're talking.
Do you include veal in your diet? Do we ever talk about that? I love it.
Not. I haven't done veal. We haven't cooked it yet. It's kind of. I'm more.
I won't do veal.
I just do
because of the way that they're brought up. I can't.
Okay.
No.
There you go. Shit.
I'll eat veal so fast your head will spin.
Yeah, so you're a veal man. You love it.
Well, I don't appreciate what they, I don't like what they do to them, but the thing is, they're doing it anyway. So, I mean, I'm not going to stop them.
I agree with Sue. The way they're raised, they're born, they're put in the store where they can't move. The only thing they can do is eat and drink. Okay.
Wow.
They're like that for like 3 months.
You got to do anything, but you eat chicken. You you hypocrite.
Bullshit. And that's their life for 3 or 4 months, and then they get slaughtered. No enjoyment in the pasture. You know what I mean? And I know they're gonna always kill calves, but I don't promote it. I won't eat it.
Yeah, I mean it's a hard one. It's hard.
I don't care what you say.
Well, here's the deal. Like for me, because I'm also identify as a Christian type person. So for me, it's like, the recognition of the sin curse of for Christian people. You believe in, like all in humanity. And so therefore the animals and all that, because we love the animals. I wouldn't want to hurt anything, but we're born with these incisor teeth. They're really good at tearing meat apart, you know. So, you know, you got to own it, I guess, if that's part of our.
I think Joe's going to come back as a calf. Okay.
Reincarnation.
He's going to come back as a calf, and the same thing is going to happen to him. He won't like it.
Listen, if Joe comes back as a calf, I want him to be a sacred cow. Okay, so nobody hurts Joe. Okay, not on my watch.
He's got to be born in India. They're sacred in India.
Anyway, Joe, I'm so proud of you. You're doing the right thing. I'm just here.
Likewise. So are you.
Oh, wait a minute. He ain't doing the right thing. He had a half a gallon of chocolate mint ice cream by Turkey Hill.
That's why I'm here. Danny, what is this? You know what? If you and I were this tall on either side of his shoulder, you'd be the one with the pitchfork. I'm trying
Listen, Danny, if you make yourself feel so guilty about what you got, you're going to need to comfort yourself by having more
food. I feel so horrible now.
That's what I'm saying. It's 48 hours. It's 2 days. Would you take it easy? These guys,
Yeah.
And by the way, Danny, you know what? I said that it was only 43 hours. I'm going to make it 48 because when I'm off here in dinner time, you asked me a while ago what I'm going to have. I think I'll do one more.
Wait a minute.
Right. I'm going to do,
Danny.
I'm going to do a veal Parmesan hero.
Wait a minute. Everybody out there, he talks to me privately. He's going to screw up again. I'm telling you, it's going to happen in the past. He's been good.
That's stupidity. When people think because something happened in the past, he'll never be able to do it again. That's just a stupid little.
You can't teach your dog new tricks.
You can't be.
You don't know what
the past is, Danny. You got to look forward. Forget the past.
Wait, Rachel.
I'm not the one on a diet. I'm pretty slim. It's Joe to worry about.
Big from what?
No, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to stand up.
I'm so hurtful.
No, don't.
Okay. Hold on.
Whatever, Danny. So you're lucky you're taller, okay? Give me a break.
Danny, you look great. Danny, so good to see both of you guys. It's a privilege. It's an honor to be here. I'm going to beg off for a bit, but I just want to come up and encourage you. And that was really what it was all about.
Thank you so much. And don't forget to watch the Rachel show. It's called Ghost 2.
Yeah,
right.
Ghost 2. It's like back there. There's a little sign that says Ghost 2. That's
Roman numeral 2.
Almost impossible to find. Throw Rachel in there. You'll find me.
Rachel Ghost.
Or one of the parody channels that they do Rachel. You know, it's all over there. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Love you too. You and Sue. We love you.
Always. You too.
Take care, kids.
Bye. Sue and Rachel. Thank you. Well, that was a lot of fun having Rachel up
here.
Wow.
I don't know. Is David Morgan still here? I don't know. He might be listening.
I mean, there's some people that were here before that aren't here now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'd like to know because I read one of his comments. I don't know if he's still here or not. He can just type something because we share something in common.
Well, I'm trying to let's see if he comes back. But the thing is, well, now I was living more like a veal the last 5 months. The last 5 months, I was stuck in a cage. I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. And then the last 2 days, I opened up and I ate what I wanted. I felt free the last couple of days, you know. But the thing is, now the question is, when I have dinner after this, am I going to have? I have chicken to eat that's left over. I can have chicken thighs. Is it all right with you that I'm eating the chicken? Is that all right? They're an animal too, and they're not treated really that good. The chickens either, and the beef and all this. But anyway, be that as it may.
Well, now you're free. A lot of they're not caged anymore because Peter, they nailed them with that. You know, so they're free range.
Peter makes me laugh.
No. I agree with them 100%.
I'm not talking about I'm not talking about violence.
Are you having
mistreating dogs and cats and stuff? I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about when they start getting crazy about don't eat meat and don't wear leather and all that. They can kiss my ass. Okay?
No leather and no furs. Those poor minks, they gotta kill them for fur. I'm totally against it. You know what are you having? Fried chicken or just regular chicken?
It's left over from a couple of days ago. I don't know what it is. Chicken thighs. It was cooked already. But I could either do that and stay on the straight and narrow, or I could say let's finish today off and start fresh tomorrow, and go out and have one more, which may be in honor of you, a veal Parmesan hero.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna.
You don't know what you're talking about. You said talk to me in June.
He's gonna screw up. Hey, wait.
What'd you say? Why? I put him.
I said you're gonna screw up because you already have a veal parmesan sandwich in your mind. So
You don't know what you're talking about, Danny.
Don't tell me. I know you're like a book.
You don't know me like a book because you don't know anything. Because you said talk to me in June and see how you do in June, and I lost 38 pounds. So don't tell me that you know what I'm gonna do because you don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you're gonna relapse.
Well, I had enough dessert already. I ate dessert for breakfast today.
Half a gallon of ice cream, by the way.
Well, might as well, as long as I might as well get the day through. Might as well finish the day.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
I'll get like a strawberry shortcake or something.
Nice chocolate thick shake from Wendy's.
You love all that crap, don't you?
I don't eat it. I can't.
You do. You certainly do. You can't.
No, I swear, I don't eat that stuff.
I don't believe you.
All right.
I've seen you eat stuff, cookies and shit like that.
Oh yeah, sure. Anyway.
So anyway.
I got faith in you, Joe. I know you're gonna go on a wagon again.
Right.
And,
That's right.
I just hope you don't get another flat.
And I'm still walking. I'm still walking every day, which helps offset it.
You should double that. You should go 2 hours.
I'm not doubling anything. Nobody else even does an hour in life.
Wait a minute. You're tired. You don't have to go to work. You don't have to work 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day.
I'm not walking 2 hours. It's not happening. Okay. One is perfectly fine for a day's walk.
2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. That's it.
I will not. You do what you want to do. I'll do what I want to do.
What do you have? A bad neighborhood?
No, I will do what I want to do when I want to do it and how I want to do it. And there's nothing wrong with the way I'm doing it.
What else?
I don't know. I don't want to. All of a sudden, I want to keep going here. Having fun.
So Joe confessed his sins today.
Yeah, not because I'm not ashamed of it. I know I'm going to get right back on the wagon. So
hey, you should be ashamed of it.
Rachel's diet. Breakfast: half an avocado, 2 eggs, 2 sardines, 2 slices of goat cheese, 2 secret, a couple of days a week, 2 slices bacon. Lunch, big salad. Well, she's doing even more than I am. But where's all the meat, like the chicken, fish, pork? I mean, I'm eating pork chops and.
It's all protein. Goat's cheese. That's a feta cheese. That's the goat cheese. It's strong, but it's delicious here.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Exactly. Well, you see, the thing is, Rachel, we didn't ask about this, but I'm pretty sure Rachel's, I think Sue also, are not doing any fruit at all. Now, me, I eat a banana a day, at least 1 banana. Now, I know bananas are the highest in
potassium.
Potassium, yeah, but sugar as well, And
Sue, I don't know if you know, but avocado is poison for a dog. Dogs cannot have.
Who cares?
You got the Super Bowl coming up. The beginning of the year, whatever, and people have parties and they have guacamole. And what happens? They have a dog that goes around and wants some, and people feed it to the dog. It's poison. Avocado is poison.
Why does anybody?
Because I'm a dog lover. I love dogs.
You're a dog lover. If you're a dog lover, do me a favor. Feed it freaking dog food. I'm so tired of people that feed their dogs people food all the time. You don't have avocado. Why don't you make it a nice salad? Why don't you make it why don't you go out and make a filet mignon for your dog or something?
You don't understand. These kids go to somebody's house and they don't know. They give the dog guacamole and poison the dog.
Why are you telling me this? I'm not interested in your life story.
I know, George. Yeah, but guess they're going to do that, especially if they're kids. If they're young kids, they don't know any better. They're not educated. They don't know what a dog can eat, what a dog can't eat. There's a lot of stuff they can't have, and avocado is one.
Give it whatever. I don't know what foods they got now. Alpo, kennel ration, whatever the hell it is.
Alpo is garbage.
You give them that crummy dog food, and that's it. Food made for dogs. Come on.
Yeah, but you don't understand that point.
Well, I already put Peter Cushing up a couple of times, you know, but it depends. If anything stupid is said, then I'll put it up there. Do not feed the dog. Absolutely. Tell everyone that when they come over.
Well, so you get kids. They'll give the dog whatever they eat, you know, and of course the dog's going to take it, and they don't. The kids don't know any better. In the meantime, they poison the dog.
It's amazing to me. I swear to God, I can't. I just watched a reaction video. You know, you have these videos where people watch a movie for the first time and they react. And some woman was watching Jaws, and there's a scene in there where it's presumed that the dog gets eaten by the shark, because you just see like they're playing with a stick in the water, and then all of a sudden the stick is floating and there's no dog. And she's like, "Oh my God, the dog." I don't like I think it's sad too. Nobody wants a dog to get eaten by the shark.
No, wait a minute.
I'm not finished with my thought yet, but for God's sake, you know, you get a kid, a boy, a human being, you get eaten on a life raft. That's way more important than the dog.
No, I disagree. I disagree.
Of course you disagree because you hate people.
But in movies, you see animals like get poisoned and stuff like that. Whatever, you know, different kind of, like on Movie Network, I watched thrillers where somebody poisons the dog and stuff like that. It's all fake. They're not allowed to hurt animals. They're all other countries I don't know is like that Holocaust movie. What the hell is the name of that movie?
Never mind.
With the turtles.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know, yeah, that movie. I will not watch it because they hurt animals.
I can't watch it either. I one time a friend had it. I didn't know it existed. And he showed me. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, you can watch it with the scenes or without the scenes. I never watched the movie, and I don't intend to. You know.
Well, I wouldn't watch that either. That's just brutally, you know, harming animals.
Yeah.
The difference. But I will eat the meat, no doubt about it.
Right. Because
it's either me or them.
Of course, even dogs are not allowed to have sugar or salt. Those two things are not good for a dog.
So give them dog food.
Yeah, I know, but you know, you never, Joe. You never had a dog. You never had a dog.
I did have a dog. My stepfather had a dog.
In the last 10 years, you never had a dog. You know, the dog comes over, they want some. You know, I give my dogs a little piece of chocolate, it's poison, a little piece. It ain't gonna hurt them. If they had a whole Hershey bar, it might get sick, and you know.
Yeah. So you're worried about me. You're worried about me cheating like for a day or two, and you can give your dog what you want. Get out of here, man. You know, come on.
You did it to yourself, Joe. You did it to yourself. If I was there, being a glutton, if I was there, I'd kick you in the ass 3 times.
I didn't do anything to myself. You know, I told you it's not going to make any dent right now. If I keep going, it's going to make a dent. Yeah.
Shit.
This was pretty intense conversation. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now some of the people aren't here anymore. We're here earlier.
That's okay. There's nothing worse than an animal abuser. Nothing.
Yeah, there is one thing. A person abuser, and especially like a woman abuser or a child abuser. And I don't want to get into this because it's a sensitive topic. Don't give me this, okay? You shouldn't be abusing anything. You know, a person, exactly. You shouldn't be abusing anything. Don't tell me there's nothing worse, because there is.
Nothing worse. Animals they can't defend themselves.
Yeah, and a poor woman, a poor small petite woman against a big muscular nasty murderous guy is helpless too. So don't give me anything, man. I don't want to, you know, come on with this animals over people thing, please. You're one of those people that would save the dog instead of your wife. You know, you're one of those people.
It's possible.
Yeah. Man, I don't know, Danny. You drive me crazy, I tell you.
Yeah. We lost like 10 people. I don't know if Morgan's still here, but unfortunately.
Well, it was worth it having Rachel up here, but you know, it was great for change of pace.
Yeah, it's always nice having her. She's very intelligent. They're both very intelligent people.
Yeah, I'll give you a dog treat. Freaking Alpo. There you go. That's the way to go. I'm trying to think what it'll be tonight. I might go for Wendy's or Taco Bell. I don't know. One more hurrah for tonight to start fresh tomorrow.
I can't stand pepperoni. I don't like it. I pull it off my pizza. If I go to my brothers and they buy pizza, I'll take it off. Or if they buy a plain pizza, I usually plain pizza. Rather than what they call garbage pizza. They got everything, peppers, sweet peppers, and all kinds of shit. I don't like pepperoni. Too salty. No. Pepperoni is not good for your dog. Sodium is not good because they consume too much sodium. Then they start drinking a lot of water, and then they lose the electrolytes in their body, and it's not good for them at all.
Well, what'll it be tonight? Let me think then. Wait a minute. I know one thing I didn't do. That all the biggies I hit. I hit fast food, Burger King. I hit chocolate bars. I hit ice cream, pizza. I didn't do pasta yet.
Pasta. Make yourself a nice pound of spaghetti. $1.29.
Oh, there we go. $1.29. Save the money.
Here,
I'm sitting here with like $125 until my next Social Security check comes, and I'm still buying things I want.
Yeah, you're gonna pay $20 for a little bit of spaghetti. You're kind of stupid. It's ridiculous.
Whatever, Danny. You do you. I'll do me, cheapskate.
Oh yeah. I'm saving my money for my next car.
I have no idea, Richard. Yeah, I need a car too. You want to buy me one?
Sure.
Yeah. And that was funny before when Rachel was talking about arugula, or somebody was talking about arugula.
Yeah.
And we thought of Mikey Arugula. I know you were thinking of the same thing I was, yes?
She says it's good for the liver, You get a fatty liver when you eat all that garbage, fried foods, and all that crap, Which the liver is the only organ in your body that can repair itself. It's the liver. Kidneys, once they get damaged, it ain't going back. You're not going back. That comes to that I think his name is David Morgan. I don't think he's watching anymore, but he says he has stage 3B chronic kidney disease, which I have the same. There's 5 stages to kidney disease.
Why are you going to tell me this gloom and doom? You leave it to you to tell me these things.
Well, I was going to tell this guy, I have the same thing. You know what I mean? This is what you got to do. But I don't eat it.
Oh, no, can't happening. No, I'm sorry, my friend, not happening.
What's that?
I gotta play by the rules. I know. I feel so awful about it. You have no idea. You believe me when I'm as sincere as they come. I can't risk the ire of certain people. Oh God,
I'm lost.
Oh man, it's painful. Well, I'll tell you later. Hello, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Yeah, this is general topics. Yeah, this live, this is where I do the live streams. I do the live streams over here now until I probably decide to go back over there.
Yes, we talk about all kinds of shit. We talk about things that you do when you get older. When you're in retirement. Retirement's not all that. If you have a family, you got people at home. Retirement is nice. If you live alone, it could be boring after a while. Unless you got things around the house to keep you busy, or you like to go out, bingo, go to church, and go to different functions. It's a different story. But if you're home alone and you don't go nowhere, you don't talk to people, I tell you what, after a while, you go cuckoo.
Cuckoo. I don't know what happened to George, who used to come on here, the old guy. Yeah, I don't know whatever happened to him. His internet connection used to freeze up and stuff.
George. Is that the guy that said Planet of the Apes, they ran out of bullets?
Yeah.
No kidding.
And so why they? Because he was serious. It had a Planet of the Apes TV series, and it lasted only 14 episodes. So somebody asked, why did they cancel the show? And this guy said, because they ran out of bullets. Like they didn't have enough bullets on the planet, so they couldn't. They had to stop the show. But he wasn't being funny. That was his theory, and he believed it. And I'm saying, that's crazy. They ran out of. They made their own bullets anyway. It wasn't like they had them left over from the 20th century. Yeah, I know that video didn't do very well, but I didn't expect it to do that great. Ringo's, win Ringo's car.
Yeah, Dino, Home Alone, that's my favorite Christmas movie. Home Alone.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
It's getting petering out. I don't want it to peter out. We still got people watching. Let's go. Okay, we go. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Well, he wasn't a kid. He was over 18. But it's another thing. To be on this show, you got to be 18 or over. Trying to think now you got me thinking what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. Man, the world is my oyster just for one last night. What do I want?
Oh, Gary, Beetle Brad, yeah, he goes on. He goes on. He was on the other day. Doc Docus live chat. He seems to be okay. He was on I think the last stream, which Doc has one on Thursday, which is 2 hours, and Sunday, which is 3 hours. And I seen Beetle Brad.
Yeah, so he's been over there.
Yeah, he seems all right. He was showing his.
He's doing well. I think he's doing better.
Yeah. I think he looks okay.
Yeah. So anyway, come on, folks. Let's go. Let's keep this going. Until I gotta pull the plug here to get my dinner.
Yeah, Gary. Yeah, it's good to know. Yeah. He seems okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Beetle Brad's doing well.
You got to see his train set. He has a beautiful train set.
No offense, I'm not interested in train sets, Brad. I'm not interested.
No, I'm not talking to you. First of all, I'm talking to our viewers.
I don't care.
I love it. I love. You see a train behind me? I love trains. That's the only thing I wanted for Christmas. That a racing car set, the Revell racing car set, going to figure eight when I was a little kid. I don't have no train layouts or anything like that, but I love trains. If I was a collector, I would collect engines. I would have all kinds of engines. They're pretty neat. But he has a beautiful train. It's set on Beatles. Not only Beatles, there's other things, but it's humongous.
All right, so now I'll address this question. I do agree, and I've said that before. Absolutely, the record store videos have changed because of a bunch of reasons. First thing is, Bazooka Joe got cancer, and he's getting treatment still, and he's doing pretty good, but he's not in the store anymore. So he was a big factor, dealing with him and his eating. Now he doesn't eat any crap. He doesn't eat shit anymore. Anyway, so Joe's not in the videos anymore. Corey hasn't been wanting to be in videos for years now. Don from the store is kind of like banned a lot. He doesn't come in as much as he used to. If I get Don, it's only once on dribbles, and it gets boring with just Don. And there's nothing happening. There's nothing really happening in the stores anymore. So the record store videos are very few and far between. I haven't seen that guy who tries to sell those crummy records that aren't worth anything. I haven't seen him lately. And I don't go there as much as I used to. I used to go every day sometimes, or 5 days a week. Now I go once a week, maybe I could go 2 weeks without going at all. But, there'll still be videos whenever I'm able to get them going,
Yeah, I think Don lost some weight.
How could you tell?
I,
Yeah, he had
I,
the Elvis picture.
Yeah, I just put it up there to have something up there instead of empty wall. But I'm, it was given to me by somebody years ago. It was down in the basement, and I'm not really. I love Elvis Presley. You know, he's a great performer. I love some of his music, but I'm not really a fan. You know, but I like certain songs that I hear. You know, in the ghetto or songs like that, Suspicious Minds, and songs like Burning Love. You know, I can relate to that stuff. You know, but I'm not. I don't. I only had a one CD of Elvis. Oh no, I got a two CD set, and then a Christmas set of Elvis. That's it. Nothing on vinyl.
Uh, yeah. Joe's looking better. Yeah, absolutely.
He looks very good. Very good.
Well, at least at least he took the picture of mom down. That was kind of
Yeah,
weird.
mom is somewhere. Robin put it in another room because we painted this room. You know, well, what you see is not the actual color. It comes out different on the computer. But Robin painted the kitchen and the living room. You know what I mean? I got mom somewhere. You know, but she don't have to be up on the wall. She's in my heart.
Oh, that's sweet.
Right. I had the best mom in the world. I tell you, you don't know my mother. You know, she was the best.
Why are you telling me this? I'm not interested in your life story.
I see you got the cough again, huh?
Yeah, I do. That's another thing. Since I've been eating like that, and since I'm, yeah, yeah, definitely. Do you think sometime in New York City will be a box set with the one-to-one concert as part of the set? Or you think the concert will be standalone? Well, right now there's no word on what they're going to do. I think it might be a smart idea to try to I hate to use this word, but this is the world we live, the PC world we live in today. I would say it would be nice to sneak the sometime in New York City album in with the set, so that it's not a big, it doesn't cause a lot big stir when they put it out like that. But I don't know what they're going to do, really.
I don't think it's a great double album set. I like a few songs, but
Well,
overall,
wow! What a unique thinker he is. The whole world says that. It's nothing new.
it's very dated. Very dated for sure.
Yeah, so what? I'd rather listen to an album from '72 rather than an album today. That's for damn sure. That's my opinion of that, and I think it's underrated, that album. Quite frankly,
Underrated.
in my not so humble opinion. No, I'm not going to Chicago. No, no.
That's not going to come out because of one word. That's not never going to be released.
It will be released. I believe it'll be released. And not only that, and people don't know. Again, people know nothing. You think it's ever going to be released because of the one word? We don't say what the word is.
I'm not going to say the word. Most people don't know the word.
Well, do you think he's going to put? But supposedly they're going to put out all the concerts of the one-to-one concerts, like John in New York City from '72. They're going to put a box of that out. Do you know he does that song in those concerts?
Yeah, but they can also scrub that word and put something else.
I don't think they will. Is that your bet? I bet you they're going to put it out. That's another thing. When they put the concerts out, the one-to-one concerts, it's going to have the word in it. So they should put the album out with it. Yeah, absolutely. I think. Danny, did you see the new suit? That's a silly question. Danny don't go to the movies.
No, I don't. I do not like superheroes. It's not realistic. It's a lot of bullshit. I like movies where, oh yeah, this can really happen. It's not out of this world. Like I'm not crazy about science fiction. I like drama, thrillers. I like some comedies. But no, Batman and Robin, Superman, and Fantastic Four, all that crap. Nah, I don't. Robin don't even like that either.
It's too much. It's already available on CD and vinyl, so I don't see the supposed controversy. Exactly, I need some Danny advice. I had a hot date on Saturday, and now I bought us tickets to see her favorite band at MetLife Stadium this Saturday. Spent $560, and when I told her, she didn't seem so grateful. Am I in trouble?
Oh no, she don't appreciate it. Then find another girl that does.
That's the answer. But now Mike says, Daddy, what are your plans with Oasis?
You know, when I get kinks in the back, I generally go to the desert.
The desert?
Yeah, desert. Oasis. Oasis.
Yeah, Apple Pits made these clips up, by the way. I want to give credit to Apple Pits for that.
First of all, Oasis is sold out. I already checked.
Oh, that's your excuse? That's your excuse?
Anybody can go on and type in Oasis tour. Ticketmaster sold out. They all sold out.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're over there showing Don't Admit the Truth.
First of all,
these out with Morning Glory.
First of all, you know, where are you going to be sitting? Are you going to be so far away that you need binoculars to see them, or you need a teleprompter to see them because they're on stage and they're like little ants? No, I don't want that kind of concert. I'm not going to pay $500. No, I think $470 a ticket, but it's sold out. You know.
But Danny, you said you were going to go. You said there's no way you're going to miss it.
I have a spinal stenosis. I can't walk very well.
You could, yeah. What this is, the world's smallest violin. Here, right here, playing. Listen, you said a year ago or whatever it was, I'm going to go. You wait and see, Joe. I'm going. I'm not going to miss it. I'm going. You were adamant that you were going to go.
Oh, one time you said, wait a minute. One time earlier in the year, you said you're going to Chicago. Yeah, I'm going to Chicago.
It wasn't as adamant. Get out of here. It was. You know, you're so desperate to score a point. I never ever said I'm definitely going to Chicago because it was never a definite. It was a maybe. We'll see.
Wait a minute. You even got a hotel room.
I got a hotel room in case I decided to go in the end. I said maybe I was going to, in case I go. You're so silly.
I didn't go, and all of a sudden you're back.
You wanted to see the Peter Cushing. This is Danny.
I'm afraid that stupidity always brings out the worst in me. Stupidity? Yes. Stupidity.
Listen, if I say that maybe I don't know yet if I'm going to go, but if in case I do make the decision to go, or I can go, I have to get a hotel room reserved early. I could always cancel it, but you got to reserve it before they're all gone. And that's what I did. And I decided I couldn't go, so I canceled it.
Because you had no money, because you're buying too many movies.
It's my choice. My choice.
You could have went to Chicago and meet other people that you were dying to meet.
I would still. I'm sorry. I'll pick the movies over the Chicago Fest.
Oh shit. Anyway,
you go in a wheelchair and you ask for special seating. You get to see them up front.
Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt it.
Did you watch any Oasis concerts on YouTube?
No, I have some on DVD. I have.
Those are old, man.
And I'm not going to keep buying.
You're embarrassing. You're an embarrassment. Come on, Danny.
Concerts, and they do the same songs over and over again because they haven't recorded it in years.
Booking a hotel room seems to be a notch above maybe I'll go. No, it is not. It is not at all. I just explained why, and I'll explain it again so even you can understand. Okay? Like I said, I didn't know. There was a 50-50 chance I might go. So you reserve the hotel room, and if you go, you have it. If you decide, well, the other way, I can't go, then I just cancel it. I don't know what's so hard to understand about it, You went to college, right? That's what I say to people all the time, and I'm going to say this. Anybody listening to the sound of my voice can beat me at anything scholastically. You could beat me at science, history, geography, math, anything. I know nothing, practically nothing. Some things I do know. I don't know nothing, but I can get beat easy. But when it comes to sense, I can outsense anybody. And I'll never understand the people. I just never do.
All right, bring George's comment up.
Danny, every theater or venue offers special seating for the physically challenged.
Okay, first of all, it's in New Jersey. It's at a stadium, okay?
So?
Wait Wait a minute. Let me finish, okay?
No. Before you finish, I went with somebody. I'm not going to say who it was, but somebody has a wife that's physically challenged and needs a wheelchair. And I went to the Paul McCartney show and accompanied them through the elevator with an assistant with the wheelchair, so it can be done. It was at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
Okay. So they bring you up front by the stage, okay? And they start playing, okay? You think at my age of 69, I want to hear 150 to 200,000 watts of power in my ear and end up like Paul Simon and a lot of other people that were deaf? No fucking way. I worry about my hearing because they're throwing out maybe more than 200,000 watts. And you're right there in front of amplifiers? You got to be kidding me.
Well, on this thing here, Marcus, you and I simply have to agree to disagree.
Yep. You could have saved the money.
This is not a fact. I am not right about everything. No, I'm not.
It could have saved all year. Like he was telling everybody else. Somebody made a comment about, I can't afford a Paul McCartney ticket. It costs $300. And Joe says, well, you had all year to save.
Right, exactly.
Well, the same with yourself. You could have went to Chicago.
Obviously, it wasn't that detrimental to me to go then. Obviously, if it was something that I had to be there. There's no way I didn't want. I mean, it wasn't just like 50-50. It was like, I want to go with all my heart. I would have won. If I wanted to go with all my heart and soul, I would be going next weekend.
Wait a minute.
Way. I don't care if I got to sell some records. I don't care if I got to take a loan from a friend or and then pay it back. I would find a way to go if I really wanted. So again, the sense rules out on everybody else. I obviously didn't want to go that bad because otherwise I would have went somehow. Yeah.
I don't know if it was a live stream. I think it was a live stream. He says, can you believe I spent $1,400 for all these movies?
$1,600. That's another thing I do. To show you I don't give a shit when somebody's trying to like make fun of me. I go, $1,600, even more. That's how much I care about you trying to shame me.
No, I'm not trying to shame you. But he bought $1,600 worth of movies.
Yep.
And right behind him, he's got another 2,000 movies.
Very happy to spend it. Very happy. Very happy.
You could have went to Chicago, I believe it.
Meanwhile, you, the biggest cheapskate in the world, was going on tooting your own horn about how I'm going to go see. Nothing's going to keep me. I'm going to Oasis. I said, you are not going. Oh, they're coming. They're going to be the biggest thing. Beatlemania all over again. It's Oasis Mania.
No, I never said Beatlemania all over again.
You said it was like, Beatlemania. Oasis is going to be the biggest thing. You said it was going to be the biggest thing.
Wait. You have to wait till the end of the month.
Come on, Danny. Anyway, it's really disappointing that you didn't go.
It didn't happen yet.
You're not going to go.
No, I'm not going. I'm not going.
Health is wealth.
That's right. I gotta protect my hearing.
What excuses this guy's got? You got to protect your wallet. That's all you're looking to protect.
You know what John Deere says? It's the same thing. John Deere with my tractor, right? So it's I don't know, 17 horsepower water cooled tractor. They advise that you wear earmuffs because it's over 30 decibels on a friggin' lawnmower. You're kidding. You think I want to come out of that concert with my ears ringing and possibly get ear damage? No way.
Why did you shoot your dumb mouth off a year ago saying I'm going to see Oasis? I cannot wait. Oh, they're coming back. Oh, this is going to be great. You wait and see it. There's going to be Oasis everywhere. I'm going to go.
Wishful thinking. That's all.
All right.
I got a lot of dreams and stuff like that don't come true.
All right, so fair enough. Meanwhile, you had to cut your own grass today, something which I never will have to do.
I love it. You sit in a tractor. You got a lot of time to think. I gotta.
What does my future landlady love cutting the grass?
You know, if she breaks her legs and stuff like that, she's gonna say, "Joe, you have to."
Where's Peter Boothroyd? Peter, where are you? He's all right. Oh,
Joe's gonna make her cut the grass, shovel snow, and clean the leaves out of this.
I love this. Oh, what happens, Joe? What happens if you go blind? You make Peter
That's enough.
Boothroyd made the cartoon. Remember? Peter
Why?
Boothroyd. Remember you made that cartoon, Joe? You might I forget what you said.
Yeah.
You better listen to you. You better not buy that record because one day you may go deaf. You can't
Yeah,
hear
it was a happy birthday for you. You had a birthday hat on, and I says, Joe, you're getting old. You should listen to your records because you might lose your hearing.
Yeah, look how desperate Marcus is. You got to step up your game because you try to get me. And first of all, Danny mowed the lawn sitting on the lawnmower. He sat down and drove the lawn.
That's
lawnmower.
true.
I walked briskly an hour. I did more exercise than Danny. Okay, nice try. Keep it up, son. You might one day score a point.
I got 2 acres. I got 2 acres of lawn to cut too. It takes me a little bit more than 2 hours,
I gotta go to I just realized when I go to get my veal parmesan here or later, I gotta freaking go to the bank to get cash. I guess I could use my card. I don't want to use the card though. I really don't.
Get a nice 2 liter bottle of Pepsi.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna have soda with it.
That diet soda is like seltzer water. It's terrible,
Well, Marcus keeps saying this over and over again to make himself feel that way. But like I say, I don't. You might have scored a point here or there. I know, but overall, I have you in the dust. I know that, Marcus. I know it.
I love you, bro, Marcus.
I wish to see Oasis live, but they're not coming to Croatia. But why would they? Why would they go to Croatia? I have a power push mower. It takes me at least 2 hours. Oh, what a waste of life.
Oh, no way. No way. No way.
Funny stuff, man. Funny stuff. This is such a great chat, man. This is like crazy. This is a great chat.
Yeah. The next chat is Friday. We'll see how much more he screws up before the end of the week.
Oh, I won't. I'll be good Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Today's what? Tuesday? Yeah, Wednesday, yep. Thursday, Friday. Joe, I gave in and bought resale tickets for Nashville McCartney show. Took me back $2,000. Fact, $2,000.
Wow. I wouldn't pay $2,000.
Of course you wouldn't. You wouldn't do nothing. You wouldn't pay $2,000 to save your own life.
Come on, that guy's rich enough. He don't need my money.
Who cares? Who cares if he gets rich? I care about enjoying myself.
I see Paul McCartney 1990. I think you were at the same. I think you were at the same concert. You might have been sitting next to me. Who knows?
Yeah, I would hear your mouth. If I was next to you, I would know. I remember that.
I was more quiet back then.
I would hear somebody going, "Hey, Paul, hey," but I didn't hear your voice.
No, that was. I don't know if you've seen the video with I think I don't know, it was the last concert that Joe went to see Paul McCartney. The limousine comes up, and you hear Joe screaming, "Paul, I love you, Paul."
Not me.
Don't let bullshit.
It was me. This is where I get everybody. I would gladly admit it. I wouldn't hide it. It was not me. That wasn't even my phone. That was Robert S.'s phone. He was recording it. I recorded the beginning of the video. Then he recorded that part that you were talking about.
I don't believe it.
We talk. I edited it together. Okay, that's what happened.
I don't believe it. I think that was Joe.
All right. So here's what I take out of that. I'll show you again how smart I am and how psychology is.
Video.
What you're doing is you are projecting. You're projecting, meaning you wouldn't scream like you're afraid of that. Like you wouldn't scream like I love you.
No. If it was some blonde, sure. Like Blondie. You can show the video. You can actually bring it up.
Why would I do that if I'm going to upload the video?
So we can have a good laugh.
Whatever. Hearing a Paul McCartney who can't sing anymore for a view where he looks like a tiny ant, $2,000 is pretty steep for that. Well, that's a matter of opinion. I happen to agree with you, but other people are paying that and they enjoy themselves, and that's what matters.
They see him on a teleprompter. What the hell? It's like watching TV. Yeah, and you're right, Danny. Yeah, fucking break.
All right, Danny. Whatever. It's just a Beatle we're talking about. Give me a break.
Who cares? Who cares?
Who cares? Not you, obviously, but Beatle fan. And what do you mean? And what do you mean? Who cares? The Beatle fan cares. It's not. Do you understand? Again, here we go again with that brain. I can't tell you what happened in 1492 or something, but I can tell you that it makes common sense that if somebody's their money and they figure that 2000 is well spent and they treasure that moment in memory, that's for them to spend, not for you to say you shouldn't spend that.
Those are people those are the people that are loaded and they could wipe their ass for $2,000 and flush it down. They wouldn't even miss it.
Yeah, I guess not. I used to have cough drop. I used to use lozenges. I don't know about that. Oh, geez, Richard James got into the Bowery. What'd you do? Torment everybody in there? Let's see. Ending the show that way. I'm not sure which way we're talking about. It's not going to happen, so don't ask. Thank you. Okay, I have a different approach for my live streams these days. Just a different approach.
Yo, ain't you getting hungry now?
Well, I'm enjoying this so much that I'm not thinking about it. What about you? Are you projecting again? You're getting hungry?
No, I can eat any time. It don't matter.
Yeah. I'd eat by now because I have the routine where I eat at 6. That I don't eat anything all night, and I have this time I just store everything. I'm going to have a veal parmesan hero and a soda, so it doesn't really matter. I can do it at 7:30, 8 o'clock. It don't matter. I was quiet. I wanted to get the image. Absolutely. I didn't say a word. I just didn't. I would tell you if I did. All I did was I just wanted to get it. Nice video of Paul. I wasn't saying anything. There was a lot of other people screaming. They didn't need me to scream. I don't notice any smoke. Danny's telling me about it, but I didn't notice anything.
Yeah, we got the haze. We got the haze. The sky should be blue, but it's not. New York is going to get it.
The world is over, man. Just enjoy the past.
But
I'm glad I'm not like Marcus, 20-something years old. I mean, thank God that I was younger in the better times. That's all I could say.
I bet you didn't hear today when I was down at my brother's house. If I cut the grass, they had a thing. New Jersey got another earthquake today. They got one the other day, 3.0, which is small. They got one today, 2.7.
Doesn't mean nothing. They're not going to have a big major earthquake in Jersey,
Yeah. How do you know that? How can you say something like that?
Based on experience? Yeah. Well, it sounds like you. Isn't that how you like it? Isn't that how you go by Harvard?
You don't know anything about faults. How destructive they can be.
All right, let me know when there's a big earthquake that kills a lot
of people. Feel it. Yeah, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah, I felt it. There was one time. What was it? When I was in the freaking doctor's office a year or two ago, there was this earthquake in New York. Everybody,
yeah.
So what? I hardly felt anything. It was a little for a second. Are you kidding? I made some big news out of this.
No, it's just conversation. I didn't know if you heard it. Hi, Tim.
Hello, Tim. I don't know if you can handle this with this maniac if you want, but we're not how much longer we're going to be up here. Because we're already 2 hours and 19 minutes.
Already? Holy shit.
Yeah, this is way long. I don't like things going past 2 hours, really, but when you're having fun, what are you going to do?
Yeah, Tim is on a lot. Tim does a lot of live streams.
Yeah, including my movie chat.
Yeah. You all do a good job. Yeah. I watched it. I watch it.
I'm trying to think what I want tonight. Maybe Taco Bell.
Taco Bell sucks. You get one hamburger and a cup of coffee. You get a hamburger.
Or the Whopper. I had one yesterday.
No, that's 1,200 calories right there.
What's the use? What's the use? This man doesn't listen to nothing. He doesn't listen to anything.
And that beef they inject those cows with hormones and stuff like that, and you're consuming that meat.
Yeah, that's nice.
Beef is not really good for you.
This from a man that was chowing down on a freaking cookie. You know, I can't stand that either. That drives me nuts. People, you know what's in that? You know what's in?
Wait a minute.
There's stuff everywhere. There is stuff right now. You're breathing in air that's coming in that's poisonous. When you drink water, it's garbage. You're getting something. Everything you eat.
It was that what do you call that? Baby Bell.
Listen, I don't want to talk. I don't know what. Wait. Hold on a minute. Hold on. What does this mean? What does MOHS mean? What does that mean? You asked me this comment and I deleted it once before.
That's another thing. I think people should use the English language because they got abbreviations, all kinds of shit. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. You know, there's words I never heard before in my life.
Yeah, I don't even know what. I know. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, it's no big deal, is it? Is there any big deal? Is it worth mentioning? It's not a big deal. I didn't mention it. So you're going to see Blink 182?
No, I don't know if they're around. Bethel, I'm close to Bethel, very close. I can get there in 40 minutes. To where they had the 1969 Woodstock Festival, right there. And now
Gary, it's okay, Gary, because it's you. Yeah, I had something a little done. Nothing even to talk about. Not even
what are you talking about? I'm trying to talk here, and you're running your mouth.
It's my show. I'll talk all I want, buddy.
Yeah, I'm your guest. Now I was invited here. You knew I was coming.
Now I was invited here. You knew I was coming.
Yeah, sure.
That's right.
You should stop being annoying to me.
What's the point of getting stuck? Huh? Oh, Joe.
You are annoying, Danny. No doubt about it. What did you do anything interesting today?
I cut the lawn. That's interesting.
Today you cut the lawn.
Oh, yes, I told you before when I talked to you.
Oh, boy, you had a busy day.
I went to see my brother who lives next door, and he's doing okay. And then I said, Guido, I gotta go. I gotta do a show at 4:00.
You got to talk to him briefly the other day, Guido.
Yeah, Guido. Yeah, he's not. He has congestive heart failure. Yeah, he don't freaking listen. He don't think he has.
Brother, he don't listen.
No. It's up to God. I do what I have to do. I only had one cookie and 2 slices of toast the whole day today.
Do me a favor. Stop saying it. Stop saying it's up to God. Okay.
And that Baby Bell cheese. That's all I ate today.
Sometimes it is up to God. I can't hear you. Sometimes it is up to God, and sometimes it wasn't up to God, but you did it to yourself.
I didn't do anything. I just told you. What more do you want? I had 2 slices of toast, the Baby Bell cheese, and a cookie all day today, and my coffee. I drink a lot of coffee, but it's decaffeinated.
Wait till I make my coffee rant video. People just can't stop.
I love
the most healthy person in the world. They want their coffee, man.
Hey, I want to tell you something. Coffee got antioxidants. That's very good for your heart.
I got news for you. Antioxidants and other things that are better for you than coffee.
No, I like coffee. I've been drinking it since I'm like 11.
What is that? Does somebody tell me what sense that makes again? Oh, you know what? I like taking drugs. I've been taking them since I was 11 or whatever. It doesn't mean nothing.
You're talking about drugs. I'm talking about coffee. Coffee is not a drug. I can stop drinking it today and it wouldn't bother me. I don't get no headaches, this and that. That's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, okay, whatever. It's garbage. Help make you the man you are today.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself. I did.
Well, you shouldn't be. You're in bad health.
No, I'm not.
I thought you always tell us you are.
Yeah, I got kidney disease, but it's manageable. And stenosis, I need surgery, but there's no guarantee, and I'm not getting operated on. I'm not going to be put under for 5 hours of anesthesia. I'm not worried about being cut. I worry about the anesthesia. You're not waking up, or you get brain damage, because you got too much and not enough.
Already.
I can walk. I can walk. After a while, my legs get weak and stuff like that. I gotta sit down, but I can walk. I'm not.
Then go. Don't you stop using it as an excuse to go to the
I don't have a wheelchair. I have a wheelchair in the basement, but I don't need it. I have no wheelchair here. I walk. I don't even use a walker.
Then stop making it as an excuse not to go to the concert.
I can't walk long distance. I'm gonna have to sit down. And then another thing, when you go to something like that, I'm diabetic. I piss a lot. Okay. What are you gonna do in the middle of a concert in a stadium and you gotta take a piss? What do you do?
It's called going to the restroom.
With
somebody like Oasis, I imagine there's plenty of bathroom-worthy songs.
Yeah, the bathroom might be a half a mile away. Bullshit! I'm not walking. I'm not pissing my pants. First of all, another thing. Yeah, I got a large prostate. Yeah, I sometimes I gotta piss suddenly. You know what I mean? I gotta run to the bathroom. Sometimes I leak a little bit. You know what I mean? I can tell you, people, I leak a little bit. Sometimes it goes down my leg because I can't hold it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't believe you're telling us this.
It can happen to anybody when they get older. If you people out there are young, you're fortunate. When you get old like me, shit happens. That's the way it is. I'm not embarrassed. Hell no. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, okay. So you suppose you put a diaper on it, like when they go to Times Square and New Year's Eve there. What do you think? Those people don't want to be out of place because once you leave your spot, you're screwed. A lot of those people got diapers on.
I wouldn't. I think anybody. I'm sorry for your listener. You're a fool if you ever went to Times Square.
I never went there. I lived in New York from 1956 to 1969.
Why are you telling me this? I'm not interested in your life story.
I lived on 34th Street, you know, 10th Avenue. Macy's is on 34th Street, 7th Avenue. I used to walk there every day. But, you know, a lot of people wear diapers. I'm not going to go to a concert and then I take a shit and then all of a sudden people will go,
stop talking about this, for God's sake.
What the hell does that smell? What that?
Yeah, I love how people make it seem like that's the answer. That ain't no answer. You got to sit there with the mush all freaking night.
Yeah, they're going to talk about you. You're going to say, look, that guy stinks. He won't take a shower. What do you do? Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
I'm not wearing no external catheter. You know, I'm not wearing that shit. No way. And you're open to infection? No way. Hell no.
I'm having fun here. I don't want to let this stream go.
Oh, Catherine, you've been watching too many commercials. But I love you, Gary.
Those damn commercials all day. That's all they ever have now.
That's another thing I'm pissed off. You know, I turn the TV on. All you see is commercials for medications every freaking day, and not only one commercial. They have three different commercials, one after the other, about medicines, right? And then they tell you the side effects, right? Anybody in their right mind, when they hear the side effects of some of these medications, you know, they ain't gonna take it, you know. It can cause loss of limbs.
Yeah, but you got a whole box of medications there that you take.
No. It appears that I have a lot because I got doubles. I'll show you what I got.
Yeah, well, there's that thumbnail of you with all the box of medicines.
Oh yeah, that's what I got. I got one. That's cholesterol. That is high blood pressure medication. That is trazodone, so I can sleep at night. And that's enalapril, blood pressure. And aspirin really is. I read about it. And Ann said it's not really good to take if you have kidney disease, but I take it anyway because aspirin will thin your blood. If you want to prevent a stroke, take an 81 milligram aspirin a day. I've been taking it since 2005 because I did have open heart surgery in my life at the age of 49. I had double bypass.
Why are you telling me this? I'm not interested in your life story.
Joe, you could be a jerk. Did you know that?
Yes, I do know that.
I had the surgery done at Montefiore Hospital in the Bronx, right? They took very good care of me. In less than a week, they did the surgery in like 2 or 3 days. I was up walking around 5 days. I went home. And that's 2005. So they saved my life. They gave me 20 years already.
You're kidding!
And my blood pressure is excellent. I don't have high blood pressure. In fact, sometimes it's a little low, you know.
That's a fist bump. That's what I like.
Yeah, you see Mickey Dolenz there? Joe screwed up again when he went there. What happened was he come out from a room like that, and Joe forgot to turn the camera on his cell phone and didn't get a chance to film him, you know. So yeah,
That was the one. I filmed it, yeah.
Yeah, that happens. You gotta make sure your phone is on record. You gotta check.
Yeah, thank you very much, Danny. I appreciate that.
Sometimes you hit the button, and you know you gotta hit it again.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Baba? Huh? What's the matter,
Baba?
Talking
about when you're on with me.
That's baby.
I don't care.
So,
Danny, it's like the old times doing the show with you.
You know, close to
Danny,
me
you got that cough back again.
Because I'm talking a lot and I'm dry.
Yeah, me too. How come when I cough, you say, "Oh, you got your cough back"?
Yeah, I got my coffee here, but what's the matter, baby? Huh? You want to go pee-pee?
Oh, would you stop talking about that?
I think the door is open, the patio door.
Stop talking about that.
These dogs get the life. You know, I got the 3 dogs, and the backyard is fenced in. You know, they can't go next door, but they have a lot of room. I mean, a lot of room. You know, and they're very fortunate dogs. You know, because some dogs, some people they keep them in those kennels and stuff like that. They never have a chance to come out of those kennels. That's nasty. That's mean. That to me is abuse.
Oh, so boring.
I love my dogs. They're very intelligent.
Good for you. One of them bit you in the arm, man.
Yeah, no, she was playing. Joe's gonna get a cat, right? Joe's gonna get a cat someday when he moves.
I'm never getting a cat, but I've had cats.
Yeah. They'll destroy your records, you know.
I got news for you. I know somebody who just told me today that his dog actually chewed up a figure, had a figure like an action figure, and chewed the leg off it today.
I believe it's funny. I think it's funny. First of all, it's probably a puppy. When they mature, they don't do shit like that.
So I don't want to know nothing.
When they're puppies, they like to chew because they're teething. I don't know if you know what that means. They're teething.
Yeah, I think I know what that means.
But they're good alarm dogs. Anything happens outside, they're alerted to it, and they let me know.
Hey, is Uncle Paul still here? Uncle Paul, are you still here?
Shelby?
Uncle Paul still. He's probably not ready. I was going to shoot you a link, but then I don't know if you're ready. Well, we don't have that much time here anyway, unless we go 3 hours.
You like Shelby? Where's Shelby? Let me see.
Shelby's the only dog I like out of your dogs.
You see Shelby. She is. Our veterinarian told us she's part fox.
You tell us that every time you talk about it.
Oh, we got different people here. They don't know that. I'll show you. I'll show you Shelby. She got the fox.
Shelby, I have no problem with here.
This one here is the smartest dog. Yeah, you love Daddy. You love Daddy. Yeah, you good girl.
Nothing like him making out with his dog.
I love the French kiss my dogs. There's nothing like it. The saliva in their mouth is like medication.
I think I'd rather make out with a woman. I think there's a lot like
it. Yeah, women are good too. But every once in a while you throw in a dog. You know what I mean? All right, let me. Hey, you can see that picture. Look at that fucking picture. Yeah, how nice it is.
Oh, shut up with that. Throwing fucking F-bombs around.
Yeah. I can't help it. Every once in a while I slip.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
But Lola, you don't like Lola, right? You don't like Lola. Lola, this.
Does that answer your question? Does that answer your question? All right. Put it down. I can't see. Put the dog all the way down. Otherwise, I'm not putting it back. I'm watching the screen. The dog is still up there in this picture. She will get no screen time on my show because she bit our owner, our master. I will not tolerate that.
I call her Lola Falana.
I know, and it's silly.
No, she got 1,000 names. She knows them all.
Sure.
Anyway. Then I got Baby. Baby's 12. He's a good boy.
Oh, God help me. I'm looking around for something else to show or something. Hey, I found this Frank Sinatra record I had hanging around. The Frank Sinatra EP.
Yeah, was it rare?
No, I don't think it is.
Yeah, I bet you find stuff that you don't remember that you had. Like,
of course.
Wow, I didn't know I had this. Oh, I didn't know I had that.
Of course.
Yep. Goes for me too.
Oh, well, this is a long stream today, but fun.
See, somebody's around outside.
The poor people got to be barked at if they're innocent. If they're guilty, if they're criminals, that's one thing. If they're innocent.
Yes, sir. So I don't know if you answered me. How's your neck?
It's better. I've been sleeping in the bed. You know, I'm not used to lying in a flatbed for 3 years because I've been sitting in the recliner and sleeping on that. And it's, you know, my neck was starting to hurt, so I said I better stop it finally. And now I'm sleeping in the bed, and you know it's better. But I was having some back aches in the bed because I read that your body is out of alignment. Spine has to get reacquainted, reaccustomed to laying in a bed.
Or chiropractor, one of the two.
Well, chiropractor. I'm not going to go unless I have to.
Let me ask you a question. Do you use 2 pillows or one?
One.
Okay.
I probably could use 2.
No. You don't want to bend your neck like that because your pillow's too high. Because when you wake up in the morning, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Richard James is leaving. Yeah, that guy, Morgan. I feel bad that I didn't answer his comment, but he left.
Sure.
Yeah. Getting old. Yeah. I can feel it.
Speak for yourself.
Yep. It's going on the end. Summer's almost gone. Finito. You know what that means? It's Italian. Finito.
Yeah,
Finished.
it hardly even started yet.
Oh, yeah. It's the 5th already. By the time you know, it'll be the 15th, and the next thing you know, it's the 31st.
The next thing you know, it's Christmas.
Yeah, well, Christmas is a way off, but yeah, I like Christmas. So what? I enjoy it. Not in October. I don't want to hear about it in October. That's Halloween.
That's right. Halloween's all the monster movies.
Not Christmas stuff before Halloween. But that's what they do. It's all commercial. It's all commercialized. Kids love to open presents in the morning, but they don't know the meaning of Christmas. The birth of Christ. They're just looking for toys. They're not taught. Yeah. It goes fast, man.
Don't remind me.
Before I know it, I'd be 70. I never thought.
Wow,
70.
you're gonna be 70, man.
Yeah. Years ago, I said, "Well, I got a long time," I'll bring it up again. I don't know if people heard this already, but the passing of David Bowie is 2016, early
It's
January.
the passing of George Martin, and I'd rather use George Martin as an example.
Even George Martin, but this coming January, it'd be 10 years for Bowie, David Bowie. He'll be gone 10 years.
Is anybody out there interested in taking on a pool to see if Danny will make it to 70? Like a pool. Bets? Anybody?
Yeah, you never, Joe. You never know.
No, I'm going to take one that you will make it.
You never know. I can have an airplane. We have an airport close. I can have an airplane crash through my house. I can have at nighttime have some killer come to my house try to rob us.
Especially where you live.
No. I'm well protected. Well protected.
No, I don't do this so much. Live streams. I don't go on other streams much anymore. I did go on Rachel's once recently. I don't go on much anymore.
You should do that. That's how you get more subs because
I don't know about that. Depends on what stream it is. Not for nothing, but
no. You go music related streams. You can.
Well, it depends on what it is. Most of the people already, they're not like there's people that don't know me already that are gonna. You know what I mean? You go on there and they're freaking the people that are already they go on all the channels. It's not like anybody
knows. People that don't know you. You see, no matter what I say, I can say, Joe, the sky's blue. No. He'll say, no. It's
you
purple.
Don't know what you're talking about. If I go over at Doc Dacus's channel, which I've been there in the past many times, there's nobody there that's not already subscribed to me. Or
you got to branch out to other people.
Yeah.
What's that guy? Pop goes his 70s or 60s. Who's that guy? Who's that guy, Joe?
I know who you mean. What about him?
You should go on his show.
I've never had anything of interest really to go on there.
He talks music.
I still say the same thing, Marcus, that I just said. I think I have an idea of what I should do and not do. Okay? I mean, what other channels do you have in mind? I mean, I know what I'm doing. I go on Ken Michaels once in a while. But like I said, everybody there pretty much already knows me and is already subbed to me. They're not going to be like, who's this guy? I never heard of him before. Oh, let's sub. And I do all right as it is with my regular channel, I think.
There's a guy, Ken Michaels, that can get you interviews and stuff like that. You don't like interviews, but
well, if I wanted to do more, I could find out myself how to do them. Look them up. Without George Martin, would the Beatles have been so successful? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he's the fifth Beatle.
Yeah.
Sad that Brian Wilson and George Martin did not work together.
Who's Matt?
What's for dinner tonight?
Who's Matt Williamson?
The guy you were asking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't watch this channel.
I brought him up.
Yeah. Well, he talks music. What's the matter?
Oh,
I'm gonna have to get out of here soon.
You're telling me I gotta go get my veal palm.
Oh shit!
Usually when I get it, it's not very tender.
Nah, you don't want to eat that stuff.
The place I need to go to is a good place that has really tender veal sandwiches. They give you so much that when you get it, it's not even closed. It's like open.
Right.
Like that bread, you can't, you gotta eat it with a fork, which is not the same thing. You want to eat it like a sandwich,
But they charge you for something like that.
Tim, you're way behind, buddy. You're way behind. Well, did you hear about the ice cream before? I don't know if you're asking because I had ice cream this morning or if you don't know that I had ice cream this morning.
Tim, he ate a half a gallon of ice cream this morning. I seen it. Half a gallon of Turkey Hill chocolate mint ice cream. The first video was 8 seconds. It's on a table with a spoon in it. Okay. The second video, he came on screen. He says, "Yeah, Dan, I'm gonna eat it," and it was almost gone. Almost gone. He had maybe a quarter of a cup left, and a whole half a gallon. He ate the whole friggin' thing with no guilt.
And I love how he says, "I seen it, as if I'm hiding something. I offered it up. I went here and said, Daddy, look what I'm doing. I came here and did this stream, told everybody, look what I did. So there's no shame in it, and I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean? That's the whole point.
No, I'm not saying you should be shamed, but you shocked me because I can't even eat that much ice cream.
Oh, give me a break. Yes, you can.
No, I can't. I can't do it.
I didn't think I could either.
You know.
Absolutely. Again, yes, it will kill Tim and it could kill me too. Absolutely. I feel like it's J.D. Thompson all over again. I know that it's bad. I know it's not good for me. I did it anyway. I decided I was, like you said, I wanted hiatus, and I decided I'm going to have a binge and I'm going to enjoy myself for a couple of days. That's what I made it.
Now tonight he's going to get a veal parmesan sandwich, okay?
Just because of you, Danny.
And then he might drop in the candy store and get a Milky Way, a Hershey bar.
I might do that.
Because after you eat dinner, you have to have dessert. So it might be in the form of candy.
This is the last hurrah today.
You know?
48 hours. Oh, wow. It's past 4. Now it's 5 o'clock. It was 48 hours, but I was on here. Absolutely. Turkey Hill is the best. No doubt about it.
It's good ice cream.
Well, he's trying to be a comedian here. But like I said, I lost 38 pounds. I'm looking at myself constantly, and I'm thinking, man, my face is more narrow than it used to be. Just look at old videos of me, and you'll see it, like, you know, the difference. So I'm okay. I'm sorry if you're not. But, yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't know what you're talking about, because by the time Beetlefest is here, which is next, it's going to be the weekend, I'll be back on the straight and narrow, eating good. And you'll continue to see my videos as I lose more.
Yeah, Joe did lose weight. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ramoga, you don't know. He says nothing wrong with treating yourself once in a while. Okay, if you know what he treated himself with, you'd fall over.
Yeah, watch the video back. I'm not ashamed. And as I said, again, 5 months. You have no idea what it's like for 5 months every day, not eating the right way every day, denying yourself every freaking day. So do the math. What is that? 150 days or something? And then 1 or 2 days I went off. There's no comparison. There's no comparison. Oh, I hear you. Another award-winning live stream. Okay, Gary, thank you for being here. No hard feelings.
Take care.
It's getting time to sign off soon. That's why, Tim. That's why I wasn't thinking asking up, because we're going to get out of here very shortly.
Tim, I think they make ice cream now that is lactose free. But I'm not sure. I know they have ice cream that has half the calories, but I think you might be able to have what do you call that? Not ice cream. It comes in rainbow colors.
Neapolitan.
Yeah, it's I forgot.
It's ice cream. What are you talking about?
It's not ice cream. It's different. I forgot. Oh, and I was talking about it. Now I remember what it is.
Yeah. Sherbet.
That's it. That is delicious too. I bet you can have that.
Oh, it is good. That's still, it might not be the same thing in there.
Yeah, it usually comes in rainbow colors. 3 different color flavors.
Well, I see. At least you admitted it. You do the same thing, and it's not a big deal, really. You're just trying to get a rise out of me. I know you're trying to get a rise out of me, but unfortunately for me, perhaps I'm a passionate guy. So everything I say with conviction, people think they're getting a rise.
And Marcus is thin. I see pictures of him.
Well, he's one of those people. Probably, he doesn't even know what it's like to be fat ever. Yeah, not interested in good for me ice cream. And I don't like any kind of ice cream. What are you, mentally ill? You don't like any ice cream. Everybody likes ice cream.
Dino, I don't believe you. I think you're bullshitting us.
Do you have ice cream in Croatia?
How many are watching, Joe? How many people are watching?
38. It was in the 40s before.
Yeah, it was just 40. Went down to 38. Yeah, custard is the best. Oh, like coconut custard pie is my favorite. I love custard.
Well, I have no sympathy for people like that. You know that, right? People, I mean, I'm not saying you're in this category, but there's some people, and I was going to make a video about it, the ones that can't gain weight and they're underweight and they have to eat all the ice cream and milkshakes and they can't gain weight. My heart bleeds for them.
Yeah, I know a guy I used to work with years ago, and that every Friday we used to go to his house and listen to music like that and have a couple of beers and stuff like that. He used to eat a whole pizza, a large size pizza by himself, and he was skinny as a rail. Yeah, unbelievable.
Damn him.
Huh?
Damn him.
Yeah. It was skinny as a rail.
They're the first ones to point fingers and say, look at you pig, things like that, fat. So, meanwhile, they just because they can eat whatever. It's like me making fun of a bald person. Hey, baldy, ha, 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 baldy, like it's their fault, because I got a full head of hair.
Yeah, you're lucky.
It's not fair. Well, I don't care, I don't want, I don't care if you can't, you got it made. That's it. You got it made.
Yeah, you're lucky. You can eat what you want.
You don't know what it's like to just look at food and gain 5 pounds.
And it's a lot harder, Joe's trying to lose weight. With me, I got to watch what I eat because I got 2 problems. I got diabetes and chronic kidney disease. So with the
which he brought all on himself over his life habits.
No. Once I wasn't a diabetic. With diabetes, I got to watch sugar. With the chronic kidney disease, I got to watch foods that contain potassium and phosphorus. That's just sweet potatoes, and there's many other things that have those ingredients. Bananas have the most potassium than any food out there. So I can have a half a banana or a quarter banana, but when you have the kidney disease, it's hard for your kidneys to process that potassium and phosphorus.
Why are you telling me this? I'm not interested in your life story.
Well, when Sue was here, she said that avocado is more potassium than bananas.
Did she? I don't eat avocado.
I bet you don't.
No. Robin loves it. Robin loves it. I don't eat that. But that's what I got to do. I got to watch that stuff. So it comes down to it's very little you can eat.
Well, I think we better knock this. It's getting time because it is getting close to 3 hours. But this was really a lot of fun, Danny, this stream.
Yeah, too long.
Well, yeah, it went too long. I mean, 90 minutes is perfect. I think an hour and a half. What